first matchup between the Plainswomen and the Lady Red Devils. And let's dive a little deeper into tonight's matchup. The Lady Red Devils come into tonight with a record of 6-2, coming off of a big win against Logan Palco to open up the 2025 half of the season as they took down the Trojans by a final score of 68-20. The Red Devils so far this season are being led by the play of Briley Minnick. Briley, with 18 points per game, is coming off of a 19-point performance against Logan Palco. But you can't forget to mention and look at for the Red Devils, Elsie Larson, as Larson so far this season is averaging 7.1 points per game and 7.0 rebounds per game. Larson is coming off back-to-back double-digit point performances, including last time out against Logan Palco, in which she had 13 points. Jenna Fortin, who kind of got off to a slower start scoring-wise to the season, continued her hot streak anyway after that slow start, as she put up 13 right before break against Trigo and continued that against Logan Palco with 14 points there against the Trojans, taking her season totals to 8.3 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, and 3.1 assists per game. It's Brandon Gehring's squad that has done a really good job on the defensive side of the ball so far to start the season, as they're forcing teams into 17 steals per game, turning them over a lot, getting blocked shots, causing a lot of havoc, especially with the press, and that has led to offense and an offense explosion from the Red Devils, as they're averaging 47.7 points per game and have scored a total of 334 points total this season. And I know there's a lot more games to play, and there were a lot more games last year as well for the Red Devils, obviously with 22 of them compared to just 8. But last year in total, the Red Devils finished just with 38.3 points per game and 843 points total. And like you heard, they're already at 334 points total and 47.7 per game. So you can kind of tell the offense is on the up for the Red Devils, and they'll certainly need that tonight against a tough Oakley Plainswomen team. The Oakley Plainswomen come in tonight with a record of 2-3, but their 3 losses are by a combined 5 points. The Plainswomen lost to Phillipsburg to open the season, 36-34, and lost to Rawlins County in the semifinals of the Castle Rock tournament, 44-42, and lost in the 3rd and 4th place game, 40-39. The Plainswomen did pick up a big win going into break, though, over a Lady Red team from Smith Center that could be pretty good this season, as they took down the Lady Red by a final score of 55-42. So far this season, it's a couple of freshmen that are leading the way for the Plainswomen, and Chesney Marshall with 12.6 points per game, and Alexa Weezer with 9.8 points per game. But you can't forget about junior Jade Beckman, who averages 10.6 points per game. It certainly is going to be
by a final score of 55
between the Lady Red Devils and the Plainswomen of Oakley. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we sit down and talk with head coach of the Lady Red Devils, Brandon Gehring. That's on the way next here on 101.1 KFNF.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Say no to bad roofs. Say yes to AquaShield Roofing. With over 17 years of providing A-plus services. Roofs, siding, gutters, windows, doors, and spray foam insulation. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call at 785-475-2533. AquaShieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
With the right touch, bent metal, shattered glass, and twisted frames can be restored to their original glory. At Creative Collision, they have one simple mantra: repair, restore, renew. It's about taking damaged vehicles and transforming them into something sleek, smooth, and safe. Comprehensive auto body repair and restoration. Available exclusively at Creative Collision in Oberlin, Kansas. Revive it, drive it, and love it. Call for an estimate at 785-470-2130 or visit Creative Collision's virtual garage online at creativecollisionoberlin.com.
Time to sit down and get the thoughts from the head coach on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome into Red Devil Courtside as we get you set for our first matchup of the evening between the Oberlin Red Devils and the Oakley Plainsmen on the girls' side of things. And we're joined alongside with head coach of the Lady Red Devils, Brandon Gehring. Boy, coach, it's kind of crazy. We're ready into the second week of January, and I know we talked a little bit before that Logan Palco game that it's going to keep going quicker. We're going to be talking about the league tournament, then the sub-state tournament. I'm sure you guys just want to kind of slow it down somehow, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as the season is, you throw in some Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, you got that stuff in there. It sure seems to speed the season up, and so it's hard to believe that we're right around the corner from the tournament. It's going fast.
And flipping it back to the last time you guys were out on the court, it was a pretty good night there against Logan Palco, as you guys were able to put up a season high in points, 68, and get the win 68-20 over the Trojans. I guess what were your kind of thoughts after the game?
Yeah, I knew Logan was going to make things tough to score in the half court. So the one thing we really tried to focus on was our different phases of scoring. I think it started with our press, and our pressure really kind of set them up, and we were able to get some easy transition baskets. And then the second part of our scoring was getting to the foul line. And I thought the girls did a good job of continuously attacking them and putting pressure on them, so we were able to get to the foul line and get some cheap ones. And then once that happened, it seemed like the basket opened up for us pretty wide, and we started knocking in some shots. So, you never know how that game is going to be coming out of Christmas break. And, the girls, it was their first day back to school, and so they did have a little bit of a routine, but just a little nervous there. But I thought they responded and played well, and hopefully our offense keeps clicking like that.
Yeah, I'm sure any time that you can shoot 51% from the floor, you'll take it. Obviously, throw in a lot of layups. But like you said, those layups lead to, your girls gaining that confidence, and you'll probably see some more outside shots go in. If you can turn that, press into some breakaway layups and stuff like that, then it all kind of starts pouring in, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I think our press helps build our momentum, and momentum is such a big thing in basketball, and I just felt like we kind of had the momentum right off from the tip, and it followed through the rest of the game.
And, boy, obviously it seems like we've been talking a lot about Briley. It seems like she has a great night every night. But, one thing that I know we've talked a little bit about, too, is that it seems like it's always a different girl stepping up to maybe fill in that next role to, get into double figures or do this and do that. There's so many weapons that you got besides Briley that really help you out, right?
Yeah, Elsie had a big game, and it was kind of Elsie's type of game. I mean, the fast-paced game for us offensively, and it allowed her to get to the rim and get to the foul line, and that's where Elsie can be really good. And then Jenna finally got her offense going the last couple of games, and so it was nice to see Jenna get some scoring. But, I think we had a lot of girls contribute, and that's fun to see. Those three were in double figures, and then Michaela Lawson had 8 points, and so it was just nice to see a lot of girls find a way to get some points.
And, you were able to do it on the offensive side. And like we mentioned, started out really good with the press break and kind of forced Logan Palco into some situations they didn't want to be in. Got some turnovers as well. I mean, to end the game with 26 steals, you had to be happy with the way the press worked as well as the way the half-court defense worked, right?
Yeah, I thought we were just playing fast defensively. We weren't watching them pass the ball. We were anticipating ball movement and getting our hand on a pass here and there, which led to a lot of steal and layup opportunities for us. So, yeah, overall, I thought we did a good job defensively. They had some pretty good big girls, and I felt like we made it tough for them to get the ball down low, and that panned out pretty well for us.
And, I know you kind of mentioned it there as well, that you guys were able to, get some steals, get some breakaway layups, but as well as get those breakaway layups and turn them into foul shots, where you guys have been doing such a great job at the charity stripe so far this season. And obviously, it sounds pretty simple. Those are free points. You'll take them any way you can get them, but it's still a tough shot no matter what. It seems like free throws are always a tough shot, but you guys have been able to be, hitting them, and that's really helped out the offense, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, we're a pretty good free throw shooting team. I don't know if I've had a team overall shoot as high a percentage as what this team has so far. What's funny is they do this in practice, though, too. We do a lot of different free throw. We shoot a lot of free throws in practice, and I set different goals for them with different free throw drills, and I can't seem to ever set the goal high enough. It seems like once I set the goal at one mark, they reach that, so we move it up, and then they reach it again the next time. So, I expect us to be pretty good from the foul line.
And, obviously a great night offensively, great night defensively. You've had some of those nights, coming off of a tough tournament there in the Cattle Trail tournament, like we said, didn't really know what to expect after that. But you guys have just, continued to get better and better and better. And kind of like you always say, that's kind of how you want the season to go, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be playing your best basketball right now, but you really want to be working towards it. And I think we've got some momentum. I feel like the girls are starting to really gain some confidence. And, I hopefully, like you said, we just keep getting better and better. Our competition is going to be pretty tough tonight. And definitely our competition, like going into our league tournament stuff. So our goal is just to keep improving and be the hardest working team on the court.
Yeah, and obviously, kind of like you mentioned, the last few games, obviously, some of the teams that you played, not the best records, but now you're kind of moving into this, next part of January where you're going to be facing some of those tougher teams. So to get that confidence and, like you said, build a lot of that momentum to go up against these tough teams is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And to have momentum at this point is great. I thought we had momentum right before Christmas break, and like I said, I didn't know how it'd be coming out of the break, but I felt like we picked right up where we left off, and so hopefully we see that again tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned a tough one tonight. Oakley, obviously, going to be a really tough team. They faced a lot of tough teams to start out the season as well, and were able to win a game there in the Castle Rock Classic there in Quinter, but lost to a Rawlins County team that you guys played very well, and then lost to a Dighton team that you'll see later down the stretch. So they've lost to a lot of good teams by minimal margins. So they're going to be a really tough team to play, aren't they?
Yeah, I think their record could be a little bit of fool's gold. They've got 3 losses, but their 3 losses are by a combined 5 points. And like you said, those were tough teams that they lost to. They just beat Smith Center right before the break, and they're long and they're athletic and quick and have some good shooters, and they're young too. So they're only going to be better after Christmas break than what they were before. So we've got to be prepared, and we've got to definitely play harder than what they're going to play tonight.
Well, Coach, thanks for being able to sit down and chat with us, and good luck tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Culligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Culligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome here from Oakley, where tonight it's another edition of Red Devil Basketball here on 101.1 KFNF, today's best country, as the Red Devils traveled south to take on here the Oakley Lady Plainsmen. We'll have our girls action first. Boys action will be coming up next, and as we kind of took you through in the pregame show, it's going to be a tough one tonight for the Red Devils, as the Red Devils 6-2, Plainsmen 2-3, but the Plainsmen, those 3 losses have been by a combined 5 points, so it's certainly going to be a tough Plainsmen team here tonight, where the Red Devils are looking to continue on their winning ways. They've won 3 straight, have won 5 of their last 6, and really, even though they've lost a couple of games that were kind of by a big point margin, you could still consider both of those games a possible win for the Red Devils, as the Red Devils had leads in each of those games, just weren't able to hang on long enough to get a win. And tonight they'll try to hold on to the lead from beginning to finish, kind of like they have in these last 3 straight wins, as they have just had the lead from beginning to finish and have not looked back anyway. And they'll try to continue to do that tonight. Red Devils coming off of that big win against Logan Palco, 68-20, 45 points in the first half. They were up 45-6. Don't hear that a whole lot, but the Red Devils used that momentum into the second half as well, and had a great second half to put up 68 points, their highest point total of the season as well. The highest point total of the season. Let's take you through our starting lineups. We'll start with the Oakley Plainsmen, who are under head coaching tutelage of Cheryl Martin. It's 5'5" junior Mary Carmen, 5'7" sophomore Emma Mandeville, 5'6" junior Jade Beckman, 5'10" junior Bryn Johnson, and 5'8" senior Grace Pfeiffer. We'll continue through our starting lineups. Coming up next here on 101.1 KFNF.
When you think of Decatur Co-op, do you think about grain? Feed your life.
Welcome back here from Oakley, just about set and ready to go for tonight's first matchup on the girls' side of things between the Lady Red Devils and the Plainsmen. And the Lady Plainsmen, I should say, take you through the Plainsmen starting lineup. Once again, it's 5'5" junior Mary Carmen, 5'7" sophomore Emma Mandeville, 5'6" junior Jade Beckman, 5'10" junior Bryn Johnson, and 5'8" senior Grace Pfeiffer. For the Oberlin Lady Red Devils, under head coach Brandon Gehring, it's 5'10" junior Briley Minnick, 5'10" senior Michaela Wasson, 5'6" sophomore Elsie Larson, 5'3" senior Jenna Fortin, and 5'6" sophomore Maria Rodriguez. Do want to mention for all of those watching on the YouTube channel, apologize kind of about the camera angle. We're up here in the northeast part of the gym, so it's kind of be a little bit funky, so just bear with me here as well. We'll try to get all of the action, hopefully, for you to see. Briley Minnick is at center circle to tip, and it's won by the Plainsmen, and it'll be Carmen bringing it across the timeline. She'll be guarded by Maria Rodriguez out there above the volleyball line. Throws it over to the left wing with the basketball now is Jade Beckman. Beckman gets it back to Carmen. Top of the key between the rings. Now takes over the right wing. Dribbles into a double team, and the Red Devils will come away with a steal. Briley Minnick. Jenna Fortin's on the floor along with Maria Rodriguez, and a jump ball will finally be called, but that will be a turnover for the Plainsmen, and that'll give the basketball here to the Red Devils after the jump ball was called. So Briley Minnick will inbound from underneath the Oakley hoop, gets it in here to Elsie Larson, looking at a little bit of a press here. Larson, couple of dribbles, throws it to Jenna Fortin in the middle of the floor. Jenna up the right side of the floor, right to left across the timeline. She's met there by a double team, almost loses the basketball. Michaela Wasson comes in to help her out. Wasson throws her over to the left wing for Briley Minnick. Briley with the basketball, takes it to the high post. Briley gets it back out to Elsie, top of the key. Larson with the basketball, hands it off now to Jenna Fortin, back up top of the key for Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Briley Minnick on the left wing. Briley gets a screen, stops to the top of the key over to Michaela Wasson, back to Elsie Larson, left wing. Larson driving, left lane line. She'll be fouled, and the ball will go underneath the hoop for the Red Devils here. That foul will go against Jade Beckman, the 5'6" junior, her first. Team foul number 1 for the Plainsmen in the quarter. Briley with the basketball at the high post, now drives it down, right lane line, spins on an up and under, lays up the 5-foot jump shot, can't get it to go. Rebound out of the hands here of the Plainsmen. Plainsmen going coast to coast up the floor, kick back out, 15-foot J there for Mandeville is off the mark. Backside rebound, falls under the hands of Larson, and she will be fouled, or no, they'll call a jump ball here. Call the jump ball. It'll stay with Oakley underneath their own hoop. 6:45 left, first quarter of play. Long pass out to Carmen, top of the key. Carmen with the basketball. Now dribbles it over to the right side of the floor. Gets it off out of the right corner here for Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. A couple of hard dribbles there. Throws it back over to the left wing for Mandeville. Mandeville looking to get it inside. Stolen away by Maria Rodriguez. Down right lane line. All over to the rack. Lays it up too strong. Elsie Larson comes in with a rebound. Bodies flying everywhere. Hard on the floor. And we've got a foul, or a jump ball is what they're going to call, and it'll stay with the Red Devils with 6:24 left in the first quarter of play. So the Red Devils with the basketball, 6:24 left, first quarter. Jenna Fortin looking to get it all inbounded, lobs it up over the top to Elsie Larson. Larson on the right wing, ball above her head, gets a screen from Wasson, throws over to Minnick on the left wing, gets a screen from Rodriguez, stops just inside the arc, looking for cutters, throws it out. Elsie Larson wanted to take the right wing three, now pump fakes, gets into the little lane. Left wing three, Briley Minnick on the kick out, no. Rebound underneath, fought for and won by Grace Pfeiffer. And up the right side of the floor with authority there is Jace Beckman, right to left across the timeline, throws over to the left wing, down left lane line, foul, as on the drive there was the 5'10 junior Bryn Johnson, and with 5:56 to go in the first quarter, still no score defensive battle, and the first foul for the Red Devils goes against Maria Rodriguez. Lob pass up to the top of the key here for Mandeville. Mandeville dumps it off to a wide open underneath, but missing it. Johnson comes up with a rebound. It was Pfeiffer on the shot. Pfeiffer was wide open from the right short corner, about 5 feet away from the basket, just about parallel with the right low block, but it misses an off-front iron, and Pfeiffer will force a jump ball into the middle for Johnson off the inbounds play. She can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound, Jade Beckman, though, and she puts it up and in for two here for Oakley, and that's where the scoreless tie will be broken. 2-0, Oakley in front. Jenna Fortin up the right side of the floor now, breaking the press with the basketball on the right wing. Now throws it back up top of the key over to Jenna. Jenna with the basketball on the right wing. Jenna looking to drive right baseline, kicks it out here to Michaela Wasson. Wasson with the basketball on the right wing, looking to drive it into the right baseline, hands it off. Elsie Larson, right wing three. It misses everything. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover for the Red Devils there first. 2-0, 5:14 to go in the first quarter of play. And like I said, do apologize, kind of this closest half of the court to the camera. For those of you watching on YouTube, it's tough to get it in to the frame, so just bear with me. Just got to listen like you're listening on the radio. Quickly up the middle of the floor is Carmen. Carmen sneaks through a double team, has the basketball on the right wing, throws over to Beckman. Beckman on the drive, looking, kicks it up to Pfeiffer at the high post from 15 feet. Can't get the roll off the back iron. Johnson comes down with a rebound underneath. She'll be fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line to shoot a deuce. 4:57 to go in the first quarter of play. 2-0, Oakley in front over the Lady Red Devils. Lady Red Devils looking to win 4 straight games and make it 6 of the last 7. And so far find themselves down 2-0. First one of the way here for Johnson. Gets the bank and the roll. How about that? Bryn Johnson. It hit off of the backboard. Hit off of the backboard. Second one of the way, no. Rebound underneath, though, by Oakley. They get it back out. Beckman for two again from the right low block. She misses that one, and it's Briley Minnick again that will come up with the rebound, and I think she's going to draw a foul, and yes, she will there from Oakley. So that foul will go against Alexa Weezer, her first. 4:49 to go in the first quarter of play. 3-0, Oakley out in front. Briley Minnick gets it to Jenna Fortin, who will bring it across the timeline, working against the press over to the left wing. Three ball on the way. Maria Rodriguez, backside rebound, slips out of the hands of Beckman, back into the hands of Wasson. From 15 now, Maria Rodriguez can't get the roll off the backside iron, throws it back out here to Jenna Fortin. Fortin with the basketball just inside the arc, hands it off to Briley Minnick at the top of the key. Briley with the basketball, looking. Now we'll center it up here with Jenna Fortin between the rings. 4:20 to go in the first quarter of play. Over to Briley on the left wing. Briley pump fakes, wants to drive. We'll pull it back out. Throws over to Michaela Wasson. Wasson, couple of dribbles, looking to get a backdoor cutting Jenna Fortin. Instead, throws the ball away, and Oakley will come with a little bit of push here. No, Carmen will slow it down. Now throws it to Beckman in the right corner. Beckman throws it back up top of the key. Johnson for three. Offside iron. Rebound on the left low block. Brought down by Johnson. Throws it back out here to Weezer. Weezer with a skip past Beckman. Takes one dribble. Right low block off glass. And in for two. Jade Beckman with 4 points. And it's now a 5-0 lead for the Oakley Plainsmen with 3:42 to go in the first quarter of play. With the basketball, long skip pass ahead. Briley Minnick gets it across to Maria Rodriguez, but Brandon Gehring wants a timeout, and we will take one with them. 5:38 left, first quarter. It's Oakley 5, Oberlin 0. This is Oberlin Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF.
2025, then beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oakley, 5-0. Lady Plainsmen in front of your Lady Red Devils here in the early going of this contest as the Red Devils trying to crawl their way back out of it, and they've been getting good looks underneath, just haven't been able to hit any shots yet. Had a couple of good-looking threes as well that just haven't dropped. So after a great shooting night against Logan Palco, tough shooting night so far in the early going of this one. Jenna Fortin working against the 1-2-2 press, trying to throw it up to Elsie Larson, almost stolen away by Beckman there. She saved it back inbounds, and it almost worked, but they say she was the one that last touched it before it went out, and it'll stay with the Red Devils with 3:30 to go. They'll inbound across from their own bench. Jenna Fortin looking at that press again, gets it to Larson, up the sideline here for Briley Minnick. Briley throws it over to Jenna. Jenna with the basketball at the top of the key. Jenna between the rings, calling out some signals here, wanting to set things up, tries to get a Maria Rodriguez on the left side of the free throw line. It'll be stolen away by Beckman. Beckman finds a wide open Johnson. Too many steps, though, on her way to the hoop. And with 3:10 to go, it'll go back to the Red Devils. Turnover number 2 for the Lady Plainsmen. 5-0, 3:10 to go in the first quarter of play. Larson, couple of dribbles into the middle of the floor for Briley Minnick. Briley looking for some help, gets it out to Elsie. Right to left across the timeline. Larson in trouble there, in a trap. Throws it back up to Jenna inside the half-court ring, takes it out. Throws over to Larson on the right wing. Larson with the basketball, centers it up between the timeline, between the circles, I should say. Now Briley Minnick dribbles just inside the arc, back out. Elsie Larson for 3, off front iron. Maria Rodriguez, offensive board, 15 feet away. Jenna Fortin's got the bank open, and Jenna Fortin breaks that scoreless streak for the Red Devils as her first bucket comes with 2:33 to go, but a turnover in the front court. Steal, Briley Minnick to the rack, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. Briley Minnick cuts the lead down to 1 to make it 5-4. And again, the Red Devils wreaking havoc with that press, and again they'll force a turnover. No, they'll say it was last touched by a red jersey. 2:17 to go in the first quarter of play. Red Devils down by 1, 5-4. They got a 15-foot jump shot from Jenna Fortin, and then a breakaway layup from Briley Minnick, and now a skip pass will go through the hands of Chesney Marshall, and out of bounds. That's turnover number 4 for the Lady Plainsmen. 2:09 left, first quarter of play. Red Devils down by 1, 5-4. Larson with the basketball, looking at that 1-2-2 press, gets it to Jenna. Jenna lobs it up. Briley Minnick, right low block, throws up the shot, missed it, a lot of contact, almost got her own rebound, but they'll say last touch there by the Lady Plainsmen, and it'll stay with the Lady Red Devils underneath their own hoop. 1:58 left in the first quarter of play. Jenna with the basketball, looking to get it in. Does to Michaela Wasson on the right low block. She spins, puts up the shot inside the lane. Missed it. Beckman with a rebound. Left to right across the timeline with some push. Now we'll take it back out above the volleyball line here. We're looking at the 1-3-1 defense from the Red Devils. Throws it over to the right wing, into the right corner for Chesney Marshall. Marshall throws it back up to Johnson, top of the key, over to the left wing again, into the left corner here for Weezer. Back up left wing, Beckman, back out Weezer on the left corner. Weezer driving, left baseline, goes underneath a couple of Red Devils and will be fouled there, trying to go for the reverse layup, and will head to the free throw line for 2. So 1:31 left in the first quarter, 5-4. Oakley out in front by 1 with a chance to extend it with Alexa Weezer, the 5'9" freshman, to the free throw line. Foul goes against Michaela Wasson, her first, and Weezer can't drain the first shot, the first free throw, I should say. Jory Fortin will check into the contest for the Red Devils. Third foul on the Red Devils in the quarter. 1:31 left, 5-4. Oakley in front by 1. Second shot of the way there, missed by Weezer, ran down to the corner by Bryn Johnson. Then I thought they were going to say it went to the Red Devils there as Jory Fortin knocked it out, but they say she was the last one to touch it. 1:28 left, inbounding across from the Oberlin bench is Carmen. She gets it in here to the left side for Weezer. Hands it off to Carmen with a basketball. Top of the key, guarded by Rodriguez. Almost picks her pocket. Now Carmen's in trouble. Throws it over to Weezer. Weezer with a basketball on the left wing. Hands it off here, driving, dumping it off. Underneath, trying to go up for two is Mildenberger, and she will travel with it underneath the hoop there. That'll be the fifth on the Lady Plainsmen. It'll give it back to the Red Devils with 1:13 left in the first quarter. Tough scoring quarter for either team. Both very defensive-minded squads, and they're using that to their advantage here. No press from the Lady Plainsmen out of that little pause. Jenna Fortin with a basketball, trying to center it up between the rings. Stops, trying to get it into the high post for Briley Minnick, stolen away. Long pass ahead here to Carmen. Down right lane line, stops on the right low block. Gets it off underneath there to Pfeiffer. Kicks it back out on the drive here is Mandeville. She stops at the left short corner, throwing it back up to the top of the key, just inside the arc. Pfeiffer, no. Rebound to the right low block, brought down by Marshall, and she'll get herself into a jump ball, and it'll stay with Oakley with 44. No, it'll go back to the Red Devils, with 44 seconds left. So the Red Devils just committed their fourth turnover, trying to get it in there to the high post. Jenna Fortin with a basketball. Takes it over to the left wing. Stops there. Wanted to hand it off. Now has to get it back up to Briley Minnick at the top of the key. Briley with the basketball. Now driving down right lane line. Spinning in the middle of the lane. Lays up the layup. Missed it. Rebound into the hands here of Marshall. Marshall up the left side of the floor. Marshall taking it all the way to the rack. Trying to throw it back out. That was Weezer taking it coast to coast. Got it pretty dang close to the left low block. Tried to throw it out, but it was last tapped by a Red Devil with 18.1 seconds to go. So 18.1 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Michaela Wasson, Makaden Kettrell check into the contest for the Red Devils. Looking to get it in. They do the Lady Plainsmen. Carmen gets it back on the right wing inside. Pfeiffer turn, spin. She was blocked, but they'll say fouled by Michaela Wasson underneath there on the left low block. Pfeiffer turned, faced up, and looked to put up the shot from about 6 feet away, just inside the lane, but she was fouled there by Michaela Wasson. That'll be Michaela's second foul. Team foul number 4 for the Red Devils in the quarter. 11.5 left here before the quarter horn will sound. Pfeiffer's first free throw is up and off the mark. So Grace Pfeiffer 0 for 1. Only 1 made free throw tonight from Oakley. Pfeiffer trying to be the second to make a free throw, and she can't. Score stays 5-4. Rebound, fought for underneath and won by the Plainswomen. Back out, 3 ball on the way. Weezer, and she'll catch it home with 3 seconds to go. Jenna Fortin now racing it up the right side of the floor, tries to throw it to the middle, and the time will expire with 3 seconds to go. After an offensive rebound on the free throw, Alexa Weezer cashes in her first points and gives Oakley an 8-4 lead as we head to quarter number 2. This is Oberlin Red Devil basketball here on 101.1 KFNF.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
Insurance, it seems like you can never have enough, and when it comes to peace of mind, it's good to have the right insurance in place. Fredrickson Insurance Agency in Oberlin can help you do just that. Fredrickson's can help with supplemental insurance for your home, farm, business, auto, and yes, even your crop. Fredrickson's will help you find the best plan from the best companies. Insurance, get the best from Fredrickson Insurance Agency next to the Landmark in downtown Oberlin, 785-475-3883.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Start of the second quarter here from Oakley. Plains win in front 8-4. Pfeiffer trying to take in three number 2. Missed it. Beckman with a rebound underneath, but she will travel with the basketball first before she can go anywhere with it. And so that'll give it back to the Red Devils. 6 turnovers for the Lady Plainsmen, 4 for the Lady Red Devils here. 7:42 left in quarter number 2. Red Devils with the basketball, down 8-4. Jory Fortin with the basketball on the right wing, isolated there. Tries to get it off to Maria Rodriguez underneath on the right low block as we look at it. And she will have it go off of her hands out of bounds for turnover number 5 for the Lady Red Devils here. It'll be Chesney Marshall to run the point. Throws it over to the left wing, trying to skip it inside to Pfeiffer. Stolen away there. That was Weezer trying to get it inside. Red Devils trying to use the steal to their advantage. Briley Minnick picked up the ball, though, and all over was Weezer, but she'll draw a foul from Weezer. And so the Red Devils will maintain possession here. That'll be the second foul on Alexa Weezer, the 5'9 freshman, who came in averaging 9.8 points per game and hit a huge 3 right there with 3 seconds to go before the end of the quarter to extend the lead out to 4. Largest lead of the night is 5 at 5-0 for the Lady Plainsmen. Inside to Briley Minnick there on the left low block. Churn spins over the right shoulder. Can't get the floater to go. Beckman comes up with the air ball, moving it right to left across the timeline, all over to the rack. Dribbles in between 2 defenders, and they're going to call a foul. I don't know about that. Jory Fortin kind of sticking her hands out in the air. As must have just got enough of the body there. So that'll go against Jory. Her first, team foul number 1 for the Red Devils in the quarters. 7:04 to go in the second quarter of play. 8-4 Oakley in front. Beckman at the free throw line, and this one will carry him off the side iron. If Oakley makes their free throws, they've got a large lead here as they are now just 1 of 7 from the charity stripe. Second one on the way for Beckman, and that one will go home. So Beckman 1 of 2 at the line. She's got 5 points, leading scorer for Oakley. 9-4 lead here. Jenna will walk it up across the timeline, throws over to Jory. Jory down left lane line over to the rack, and she'll be fouled. Great job, Jory Fortin. Taking it inside right away and looking to get to the rack where the Red Devils have done such a great job this season. These will be their first foul shots of the contest. So Jory Fortin at the free throw line to shoot a pair. And the first one of the way for Jory, and that is the announcer's curse there as Jory misses that one. That foul goes against Jade Beckman, her second. Jory Fortin, 0 of 1 to the free throw line, but drains the second. So 1 of 2, 1 point for her, back to a 4-point game at 9-5. Up the middle of the floor, across the timeline, comes Marshall looking to throw it back and almost threw it to nobody, but Beckman picks it up. Now Beckman almost turns it over there. Marshall somehow regains it, finds a backdoor cutting Plainsman, and throwing up the shot there was Bryn Johnson. She misses it off the back iron. Jory Fortin stretching it out down the left side of the floor, and she'll lose it in transition, but then she'll force it into a jump ball right to the half-court line. It'll stay with the Red Devils after all of that. So the Red Devils will have the basketball underneath their own hoop after all of that. Jenna Fortin will inbound. And Brandon Gehring wants a timeout. 6:31 to go in the first half. It's 9-5. Oberlin down by 4 here on 101.1 KFNF.
A step towards better health. High Plains Podiatry.
If you've tried everything to get rid of your warts, High Plains Podiatry offers innovative Swift microwave therapy. Swift is clean and unevasive to get rid of your warts, leaving no blisters or scarring. And it doesn't even need bandages. Move on from warts with amazingly effective wart removal technique from High Plains Podiatry. Call 345-3773 or visit highplainspodiatry.com.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Red Devils with the basketball underneath their own hoop, out of their own timeout, and they'll turn the basketball over, down right lane line over the rack, laying it up and in for 2 will be Emma Mandeville. Tough turnover there for the Red Devils as they were trying to get it to Briley Minnick. It's now 11-5. Red Devils will have the basketball across the timeline. Jenna Fortin throws over the right wing, trying to get it back to her. Another steal. This one will come in from Bryn Johnson. Carmen will run it out. Trying to dribble through a double team. Almost lost the ball. Picked up by Beckman. Long skip pass. 3 ball on the way. In and out for Mandeville. Rebound underneath will be tapped out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Red Devils here with 5:58 to go in the second quarter of play. 11-5. Michaela Wasson check back in here for the Red Devils. 11-5, 5:58 left in the second quarter of play. Red Devils down by 6. Back-to-back turnovers, though, on back-to-back possessions for the Red Devils. Jenna Fortin with the basketball over the right wing for Briley Minnick. Briley using a screen, stops at the top of the key, gets it over to Maria Rodriguez, who, again, was looking for Jenna Fortin to cut back door, and instead they throw it out of bounds. 9th turnover for the Red Devils here in the contest. Beckman, the point guard, now for the Plainsmen, throws it over to Carmen, trying to get it inside Pfeiffer, knocked away. Pfeiffer able to pick it back up, though, in the left corner. Long skip pass out to Johnson, who pump fakes, throws it over to the right wing for Carmen. Carmen gets into the right corner for Johnson. Johnson spins off a defender, now dumps it off to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer on the right low block, puts it up high off the glass. No, rebound to the backside. Beckman can't count the bucket, but will head to the foul line to shoot 2 with 5:16 left in the first half. So the Red Devils' offensive glass has hurt them a little bit tonight as well, as it was an offensive rebound that led to the 3 with 3 seconds to go at the end of the first quarter. And now it's a offensive rebound that leads to a couple of foul shots here for Beckman. First one of the way for her, though, is off the mark. Jade, so far, the leading scorer for the Plainswomen, just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. That foul went against Elsie Larson, her first. Second one of the way, no! And the rebound will go into the hands of Briley Minnick. Briley up the near side of the floor, left to right across the timeline. Briley with the basketball now in between the rings, looking for a little bit of help there. Throws it over to Jenna Fortin. Fortin with the basketball above the volleyball line. Throws it over to here to the right wing for Elsie Larson. Larson on the drive, down right lane, line over to the rack, lays up the shot. No, I think she was expecting a little contact. It never came, and it'll be a missed layup there. Carmen, the push ahead to Beckman. Beckman driving, stops at the right low block, throws up the shot, missed it. Rebound will go into the hands of Jenna Fortin. Fortin trying to get it out to Michaela Watson, has it stolen away by Carmen. Carmen hits it underneath Mandeville, and Mandeville will be fouled and is going to head back to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 4:39 to go. So the Red Devils with a turnover there in the front court. That is turnover number 10 and number 6 of the quarter. That foul goes against Elsie Larson, her second. 4:39 left in the first half. And that one's off the mark there for Emma Mandeville. So just 2 free throws made all night so far for the Lady Plainsmen. 2 of 11. And make it 3 of 12. 3 points now for Mandeville. 12-5. Red Devils find themselves down by 7. Have just scored 1 point in the quarter, and it came from the charity stripe. Jenna Fortin trying to get to the high post to Maria Rodriguez. She does, but a jump ball will be called to go back to Oakley. The Red Devils have been trying to get it into the high post, and Oakley has done such a great job of just fronting who is ever on that high post. It's really been Maria Rodriguez, Briley Minnick there a couple of times, and it's led to quite a few turnovers. So a great job by Cheryl Martin and her squad, figuring out a good game plan there. Carmen trying to get it back to Beckman. It's stolen away by Watson. Push ahead in front to Rodriguez, will be picked off by Carmen. And after all of that, it ends back up in Oakley's hands with 4:13 to go. Into the middle of the floor, almost stolen away. Out to the left corner for a 3 for Marshall, just in and out. Backside a rebound, that'll be swiped away by Maria Rodriguez, but then she loses it. Picked up there by Mandeville, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. So after all of that, the Red Devils don't end up with a bucket there, and instead Oakley does, and it's 14-5 now. Jenna with the basketball, throws it up to Michaela Wasson. Wasson throws it back over to the right wing here. Briley Minnick for 3, offside iron, and the rebound will go into the hands of the Plainsmen. Traking it coast to coast as Marshall lobs it up to Mandeville from 5 feet again. No, backside rebound will be out of the hands of Kale. And Kaylee will lose the basketball, and will go back here to Oberlin with 3:31 left in quarter number 2. 14-5, 9-point game. Red Devils with just 1 point in the quarter and none from field goal range. 3:31 to go. Red Devils got to find something here. You got to think late in this first half. See if they can do it with the basketball. Jenna Fortin. Fortin looking for a little bit of help, trying to throw it over to Briley Minnick, and instead will overthrow her, and it'll go out of bounds. 12th turnover for the Red Devils. Carmen brings it up the middle of the floor here for the Lady Plainsmen with the basketball on the right wing, looking at the 1-3-1 zone from the Red Devils. Carmen looking for a little bit of help. Hands it off to Mandeville. Mandeville with the basketball above the volleyball line, driving, sneaks in between some defenders. Back out to Carmen just inside the arc. No. Backside rebound that'll be swiped away by Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez up the near side of the floor, and she will be fouled, moving left to right across the timeline, up the near side as we look at it. On the north side of the gym here, the northeast side of the gym in Oakley. 14-5, 2:54 left. Maria Rodriguez will check out. The foul goes against Mandeville, her first. And Maria Rodriguez has done that a couple of times where Oakley's got an offensive rebound, but she just swipes it away from him. Jenna Fortin with the basketball at the top of the key. Jenna looking, gets it off to McCaden Kettrell. Kettrell with the basketball, stops, pops the top of the key. 3, off front iron. Jenna with a rebound underneath. She'll go back up for 2 and be fouled. Great job by Jenna Fortin. Kind of somehow miraculously just had the ball fall into her hands, and she said, I'm going to go up with this, and got fouled right at the free throw line to shoot a pair. So Jenna Fortin trying to cut that deficit down. The foul will go against Chesney Marshall, her first. First one of the way for Jenna, off back iron. Fortin, 68% free throw shooter on the season coming in. Red Devils, 64% as a team, and shot almost 70% their last time out. Today, as a team now, just 1 of 3. There's Jenna, 1 of just 3 scorers so far today for the Red Devils. Can't put either of them in. Maria Rodriguez with the offensive rebound, goes up with it, missed it. Briley Minnick with another offensive rebound, and there will be a jump ball called underneath. This is a great job swarming into the ball by Jade Beckman, but it'll stay with the Red Devils underneath their own hoop. So the Red Devils with the basketball underneath their own hoop. 2:35 left in the second quarter. Wide open, Briley Minnick on the backside on the right low block, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. Briley Minnick now with 4 points, and it makes it 14-7. Red Devils down by 7. Quickly back out, pump faking the 3 is Marshall on the drive. She's looking to kick it back out, loses the basketball instead underneath. Foul comes in. This one will go against the Lady Plainsmen, who were trying to stop Jory Fortin, who might have had herself a nice lead. Fast break and some numbers on the other end. And that foul will go against Alexa Weiser. That's her 3rd foul of the contest. So she's going to have to check out. That's huge for the Red Devils, as the 5'9" freshman averaging 9.8 points per game at a big 3. And that foul will be the 5th on the Lady Plainsmen. So it'll send the Red Devils to the free throw line. Jory Fortin will be there, where she's 1 of 2 today. Came in 8 of 12 for 67% on the year. First one of the way for Jory is up and in. Jory 5 points against Logan Palco. She's now got 2 tonight. Cuts the lead down to 6, 14-8, 2:17 left first half. And Jory can't hit 2 of 2. And instead, they're going to say the Red Devils crossed the line first anyway. So it'll stay and go back here to Oakley. 2:17 left in the first half, 14-8. Apologies on the scoreboard there, where it said 12 for a while, but it is 14-8, 2:13 to go in the first half. Over to the left wing for Mandeville. Mandeville in the left corner, lobs it up. Pfeiffer on the left low block, over a nice pass. Got her own rebound, and will put it up and in for 2. Grace Pfeiffer with her first 2 points of the night makes it 16-8. It's back out to an 8-point game here for the Lady Plainsmen. With the basketball between the rings is Jenna Fortin, throws her over to Jory with the basketball on the right wing. Jory driving, pulls up from 15 and hits. Jory Fortin with a big shot, keeping the Red Devils in it. It's back down to 6, 16-10. Beckman pushing it back up the other way, up the far side of the floor, right to left across the timeline. Throws over to the left wing, back to Beckman on the right wing. Kicks it back out here to Johnson to the right wing corner, back up top of the key, almost stolen away. It will be stolen away by Maria Rodriguez. Down right lane line of the rack, lays it up and in for 2. Red Devils cut the lead down to 4 with impeccable defense right there from Maria Rodriguez. 11 turnover for the Lady Plainsmen, and they'll almost have another there. Bodies flying everywhere. Jory Fortin is able to get on the floor, force a jump ball, but it'll stay with the Lady Plainsmen. So Maria Rodriguez with her first 2 points of the night cuts the lead down to 4 here, 16-12. Red Devils cooking down the stretch. 1:12 to go in the first half of play. Mandeville comes in, gets the basketball, throws over to Beckman on the left wing. Beckman throws over to the right wing here, 3-ball on the way. Mandeville, and she hits. Huge shot right there by Emma Mandeville. She's got 8 points, all of them in this quarter. 19-12, under a minute to play. Oakley in front by 7. Over to the right wing here for Riley Minnick. Riley using a screen, wanting to drive, throws it out. Jory just inside the arc. Over to Jenna. Jenna with the basketball in the left corner. Jenna looking and using the pick and roll with Jory Fortin. An acrobatic shot, and she'll lay it up and in for 2 on the right low block. She didn't even see the basket, just threw it up over her head, and it falls in. 33 seconds to go, almost another steal. Rodriguez will retreat, though, and let Oakley have it back now on the drive. Almost another steal there. That was Chesney Marshall trying to get it in. Back out to Mandeville in the left corner. Over to Johnson on the left wing to Pfeiffer in the left low block. Throws it back out. Pump faking Marshall inside from 15 feet. Air ball, and Oakley will save it. No, it'll be out of bounds. So Oberlin will get it back with 12.9 seconds to go in the first half, 19-14. Red Devils down by 5. What does Brandon Gehring want here? Try to get a last-second shot. Jenna with the basketball, top of the key, using a screen. Jenna down, finds Riley Minnick to the rack. She'll lay it up and in for 2. The pick and roll works to perfection for a buzzer-beater shot, and the Red Devils have cut the lead down to 3. They were down 7 with just 57 seconds to go, and they head into the locker room down 3, 19-16. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get you your first half numbers. A great first half from the Red Devils. After a tough shooting start, they'll play the last 3 minutes very, very well, and we head to the locker room, 19-16, Oakley in front. This is Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF.
Forget the flashy ads and gimmicks. Farmers, you need fertilizer equipment you can trust. J.D. Skiles in Atwood, Kansas delivers what truly matters: integrity and innovation. From custom fertilizer trailers and pit stop chemical systems to liquid fertilizer systems, they've got it all. Need more efficient spraying equipment? They have the most innovative ATV and UTV sprayers available. No frills, just quality. Visit them online at jdskiles.com or 101 Grant Street in Atwood, Kansas today. J.D. Skiles, where farming meets excellence without compromise.
Nextech is proud to now offer social media monitoring from Bark, designed by parents for parents. Bark is a service that scans text messages, over 30 social media apps, and other online activity, keeping you informed and your child protected. With Bark from Nextech, parents get alerts for potential dangers easily and effortlessly. Interested in learning more? Visit next-tech.com/bark or call 877-625-7872.
Agriculture, a hard-working industry built by a labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears. An industry that is constantly changing at an increasing rate with not enough hours in the day. Nutrien Ag Solutions is here to help carry the burden by offering multiple financing options, in-depth soil health and productivity analysis, field-by-field seed recommendations, and industry-leading services. Nutrien, working smarter and harder. Contact your local Nutrien today.
Honey, we need to talk right now.
What happened? Did something break?
Yes, it's the A word. Now go to the kitchen.
The A word? What do you mean?
Appliances. Our fridge is from R&M Service Center, and they're having a sale. Let's get a new one.
At R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin, find top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. Don't forget they service what they sell. Get your new appliance today at R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin. Where hometown charm meets fresh market dreams. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin is a feast for the senses. Hand-picked produce, sizzling steaks, and hearty roasts await your dinner table. Quality soars in every aisle. And when the lunch bell rings, their deli dishes out delights that'll turn your midday meal into a culinary escape on select days. See store for details. Shopping at Ray's is a breeze, leaving the heavy lifting to them as they escort your groceries right to your car. Experience the difference at Ray's Grocery. Fresh, friendly, and always local. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin.
There is a difference between going to the bank and going to the bank. When you go to the bank, it's just...
Hello, welcome to the bank. How can we bore you?
But when you go to the bank,
Hi, welcome to the bank. How can we help you?
and that help is offered to you in 13 northern Kansas locations to help your financial goals become a reality. From services and loans to state-of-the-art financial products, come to where the difference is better. The Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oakley, where we are at the break of our girls contest, 19-16. Oakley with a 3-point lead, but the Red Devils found themselves down 7 with just 57 seconds to go, and were able to find their way back into it to only be down 3 here at the break. It's been a back-and-forth contest that Oakley has really held the advantage in for the whole entire contest, but Oberlin has been looking around. It's been a lot of missed free throws that have kept Oberlin in it, but hey, they will take it only down 3 here at the break to a tough Oakley Lady Plains men team. Let's take you through our first half numbers. Oakley outscored Oberlin in the first quarter 8-4, but Oberlin comes back to outscore Oakley in the second 12-11, but still an Oakley 19-16 halftime lead. Take you through your individual numbers. We'll start with Oakley. 8 points from Emma Mandeville, 5 from Jade Beckman, 3 from Alexa Weiser, 1 from Bryn Johnson, and 2 from Grace Pfeiffer. As a team, the Lady Plainsmen have shot 3 of 12 from the charity stripe and have committed 11 turnovers. As for the Oberlin Red Devils, 6 points from Briley Minnick, 6 points from Jory Fortin, 2 from Jenna Fortin, and 2 from Maria Rodriguez. The Red Devils as a team, 2 of 6 at the free throw line and have committed 12 turnovers. Jory Fortin has really came to life so far in this contest, hitting a big jump shot, and then hitting a layup that I think she'll probably put on the highlight reel. That's for sure anyway. Sorry about that. That she'll put on the highlight reel for sure, as it was a layup that she literally shot not even looking at the basket. It was a true reverse layup, but usually when you reverse it, you can still look over your head. Jory didn't even do that. She just kind of threw it up and put it off the backboard and up and in for 2, and it certainly was a huge shot. Brought the Red Devils back within a little bit, but then it was a big 3 from Mandeville on the other end. But the Red Devils, with just 57 seconds left in the quarter, were able to make their way back from being down 7 to just down 3, and certainly have a lot of momentum heading into the locker room. 19-16 here at the break. We'll take one more break, come back, and we'll have second half action between Oberlin and Oakley here on 101.1 KFNF.
Save more, earn more with the Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and ShareJack purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits it into that Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.1% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
Sneezes, sniffles, or seasonal blues. It might seem like a small bother, but right now at Ward Drug in Oberlin, it's the perfect time to get your vaccinations. Protect yourself and your loved ones with their comprehensive range of vaccines. As an independently owned pharmacy, Ward Drug offers personalized care you can trust. Don't wait for the next wave of germs to hit. Your health is your wealth at Ward Drug. Visit warddrugstore.com or call them at 785-475-2285.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
AquaShield Roofing not only offers roofing for residential and business, but siding, guttering, insulation, windows, and doors, construction and remodeling too. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call, 785-475-2533. AquashieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oakley, where quarters 1 and 2 are in the books. We're at the half, 19-16. Oberlin in front here at the break. Oakley here in front at the break as Oakley outscoring Oberlin 8-4 after one and leading 19-16 here after the break after Oberlin outscored Oakley 12-11 in the second quarter. Big game here for the Red Devils tonight as they try to continue on their win streak. Obviously have won their last 3 straight games and 5 of their last 6. Kind of like we were talking with Brandon Gehring there in the pregame show. He just feels like they're on a nice hot streak here with a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence. And you can tell that confidence was certainly prevalent there, especially when the Red Devils only put up 4 points in that first quarter. And I'm sure, you could think one way, the ball's not going to the hoop. This is going to be a tough night. But the Red Devils still stuck with it. And even through most of that second quarter, they were having a tough time shooting the ball, but came to life in those last 3 minutes, especially in the last minute after being down 7 to just cut it to a 3-point deficit here at the break. Not only is it big for the Red Devils to keep that win streak, but as of right now, I know we still got a long time until the sub-state tournament, but the Red Devils in the regional standings at the moment, in the sub-state standings, are currently sitting 4th with a 5-2 record, as above them is Rawlins County, Central Plains, and Quinter, who are all at 5-1. It's the top 4 seeds in the region, or in the sub-state, I guess you could call it as well, but in the region that all get a first-round bye into the semifinals. So certainly you want to be in the top 4. That's where the Red Devils are now. Lurking right behind him is La Crosse and Stockton, along with Greeley County, who are all at 4-2. And you can't forget about the Osborne Lady Bulldogs, who are 4-3. It's certainly a very deep sub-state for Brandon Gehring and his squad, but so far so good for the Lady Red Devils, 5-2, and they're looking to keep up that. And like I said, I know we got a long time until sub-state, but just kind of looking at it right now, the Red Devils, if it ended tomorrow, would have a first-round bye, and that game would be at home for the semifinals. We're set and ready to go. Second half action here as the Red Devils will get the basketball to start the second half of play. Jenna Fortin coming off of a screen on the right wing with the basketball. Jenna trying to get it inside of Briley Minnick. Heavily guarded there. She's in trouble. Needs to get it off to somebody. Does to Michaela Wasson. Wasson with the basketball now in the right short corner. She's in trouble. Hands it back to Briley. Briley driving right baseline of the rack, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. They were trying to get it to Briley the whole time, and Briley says, here, finally just give me the ball. I'll try to do it myself, and she does, and it makes it 19-18. Red Devils down by 1 now. Into the right corner here for Oakley. Johnson trying to throw it back up to Beckman. Beckman now avoids a couple of defenders, kicks it back out. Carmen pump fakes the 3. She'll lose the basketball. Maria Rodriguez down right lane line of the rack, lays it up and in. Count the bucket and 1. Maria Rodriguez with a defensive stand again, and the Red Devils can now have a chance to have taken the lead and can add on to it. Turnover number 12 for the Lady Plainsmen. Couldn't come at a worse time as the Red Devils now make it a 20-19 ball game. Maria Rodriguez's and 1 free throw is up and in. She's now got 5, and the Red Devils lead it 21-18 with 7:10 to go. Over to Beckman on the right corner. Beckman gets under the right corner here for Mandeville. Long skip pass over to Carmen. Carmen with the basketball on the left wing. Carmen again has it stolen away. This time by Briley Minnick to Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to dump it off to Larson. Through some hands. Up off glass, and it's in for 2. Elsie Larson is able to cash in the layup. Her first 2 points of the night. Back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Plainsmen have led to back-to-back buckets for the Red Devils, and they take a 4-point lead, 23-19. With the basketball again, Maria Rodriguez sticks her hands in there and almost comes up with a steal. Beckman finds Pfeiffer wide open out of her hands, though. Mandeville will track it down here in the right corner. Mandeville throws it over to the right wing for Johnson, trying to get it inside Pfeiffer. She almost loses it. Saved back in bounce by Mandeville. Bodies on the floor. Mandeville picks it back up, throws it wide open underneath Beckman, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. So a broken play leads to a broken layup, I guess you could say. 23-21. 23-21. Do apologize about the score there on the YouTube. 23-21. Jenna driving down left baseline. She'll be fouled. Out of the free throw line here to shoot a couple. 23-21. 6:04 to go in the third quarter. Red Devils in front by 2. That foul goes against Jade Beckman. That's her 3rd foul. Jade with 7 points on the night. First one of the way for Jenna Fortin is up and in. Jenna Now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe came in, 68% free throw shooter. She's got 3 points, makes it 24-21. Can make it a 4-point game here. It's up and in. Jenna with back-to-back free throws. She's got 4 points, 25-21. Red Devils lead it by 4. 6 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Carmen brings it across the timeline with the basketball on the right wing. Carmen looking to get a little bit of help there. Will hand it off to Beckman. Beckman through a double team, now drives it into the middle of the lane, kicks it back out, left corner here for Mandeville. Mandeville with a skip pass, Carmen down right lane line, trying to get to the right low block. She's in trouble there, gets some space, now tries to go backside, out of the hands of Jenna Fortin into Mandeville's hands, and she'll put it up and in for 2. Emma Mandeville with 10 points, 25-23. Couple of broken play layups there for the Lady Plainsmen, and they brought themselves back within 2. 25-23. Jenna Fortin trying to go with a skip pass, and it'll be stolen away. Here come the Lady Plainsmen back the other way. Beckman with the basketball in the right corner. Long skip pass out over to the right side off of the hands of Mandeville and out of bounds. A ferocious start from either team. Each of them wanting to push the ball, kind of get into their normal offense after playing a defensive-minded first half. Jory Fortin avoids a steal. Now takes it over to the rack, lays it up off the side of the backboard, though. Mary Carmen, who comes up with a rebound. Carmen pushing it up the near side of the floor, gets it off to Beckman, driving right baseline, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. And just like that, we're tied. Jake Beckman ties us at 25 apiece with 4:48 to go in the third quarter of play. Jenna Fortin with the basketball, stops, wants to pop the 3, can't get the bank to go. Briley Minnick with the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Jory Fortin from 5 feet, and she'll get the roll. Jory Fortin with 8 points and makes it 27-25. 27-25, Red Devils in front by 2, 4:27 to go in the third quarter of play. Over to the left wing here for Johnson. Johnson with a skip pass over to Mandeville. Mandeville driving, right baseline, in trouble, throws it to Carmen into the right corner for Beckman. Beckman in a double team, gets it into Pfeiffer in the left low block. Pfeiffer in trouble there, jump ball, it'll stay with the Lady Plainsmen. 27-25, Red Devils lead by 2, 4:11 to go in the third quarter of play. Maria Rodriguez checks back into the contest. Briley Minnick will take a seat here. 4:11 to go in the third quarter of play. Beckman with the basketball underneath the own hoop. Beckman looking, skips it out. Mandeville with a left corner 3, and she knocks it down. Can't leave her open. Mandeville with 13. And it gives Oakley a 1-point lead at 28-27 with under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jory Fortin with the basketball on the right wing. Jory gets it off into the left low block for Wasson, trying to go up against Pfeiffer, and she'll have her shot blocked. Gets it out to Beckman. Beckman the long push ahead to Mandeville. She'll overshoot her, and it'll go out of bounds. So tough there for the Red Devils. 28-27. Red Devils find themselves down by 1 here. 28-27, 3:42 to go in the third quarter. Jenna with the basketball over the right wing to Jory. Jory using a screen, gets it to Michaela above the volleyball line. And Michaela Wasson with the basketball, throws over to Jenna Fortin on the left wing. Jenna stops, pops the left wing 3. Got it! Jenna Fortin from downtown. She's got 7 points on the night, most of them in this quarter. And the Red Devils lead by 2 again, 30-28. Beckman in trouble at the top of the key. Throws over to Johnson, back to Beckman on the left wing. Beckman into the left corner here for the Lady Plainsmen, into the middle at the high post for Johnson. She'll draw a foul there, and with 3:10 to go, the Lady Plainsmen will have it again underneath their own hoop. 30-28, that foul goes against Maria Rodriguez. Red Devils lead by 2, 3:10 to go in the third quarter. 30-28, Red Devils and Lady Plainsmen who have the ball underneath their own hoop. Looking to get it outside. Briley Minnick almost swipes it away. Beckman gets it back. Right baseline, lays up the layup. Missed it on the right low block and left low block. In trouble is Michaela Wasson. Gets it out wide open down the floor. Briley Minnick, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. 10 points for her. Great fast break offense by the Red Devils. Couldn't tell who it was on the pass to Briley, but it was Michaela Wasson that got it out to her, and then down to Briley Minnick and up and in for 2. Long skip pass over to the left wing for Johnson. This is Marshall that goes behind the back. Now on the drive is Beckman. She's in trouble. A lot of contact out here, and up and in for 2 from 5 feet is Bryn Johnson. Johnson now with 3 points. Johnson with 3 points here on the night. 32-30. Red Devils lead it. Now Briley Minnick taking it down right baseline, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. Briley with 12 points. Red Devils still in front here by 4, 34-30. 2:09 left in the third quarter. And outside to Johnson, to Mandeville in the right low block, trying to throw it back out, and instead there will be a foul. 34-30, 2:03 left third quarter. Jory Fortin will get called for the foul, her second. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. 34-30. Red Devils lead by 4. Lady Plainsmen with the ball underneath their own hoop. Beckman calling out the signals. Throws it up over to the top here to the left wing for Marshall. Marshall, a couple of dribbles. Throws over to the left wing here for Meisner. Now kicks it back out. Beckman driving right baseline, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. So Beckman is able to put it up and in for 2. She's got 11 points, and it's 34-32. Red Devils back with the basketball. Jenna Fortin gets it off to Rodriguez at the top of the key. Over to the right wing for Jory Fortin. Jory driving, right baseline, has it tapped out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Red Devils here with 1:33 left in the third quarter of play. Jade Beckman with 11, Emma Mandeville with 13, Briley Minnick with 12, Jory Fortin with 8, Jenna Fortin with 7. Your leading scorers so far. Looking to get it in. Lob pass out to Jory. Over to Jenna. Jenna wide open. Michaela Watson right low block. She'll be fouled as she crashes right into her defender, Alexa Weezer, and that'll be her 4th foul. So Weezer with her 4th foul. And she'll have to come out of the contest, I'm sure, here. 1:29 to go in the third quarter. Michaela Watson at the free throw line. Michaela's first shot, up and in. Michaela, her first points of the night. 1 of 1 at the free throw line. 64% charity stripe shooter, 14 of 22 on the year. 35-32. Red Devils lead by 3. Trying to get it back out to 4 again, and they can't. It hung on the rim, wanted to go down, but it decides to tap back out. Marshall up the near side of the floor, kicks it out to Beckman. Beckman pump fakes, drives into the middle of the lane, all over the rack, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. Jade Beckman looking like Steph Curry taking that one to the rack. And it makes it 35-34, 1-point game. Red Devils in front with a 1:09 left. Jory Fortin, top of the key, 3, offside iron. Rebound on the backside, brought down by Beckman as she crashes into some defenders. Beckman up the middle of the floor, brings it across the timeline, kicks it back out. Left wing 3, Mandeville off back iron. Long rebound, tracked down by Marshall, but it's stolen away from behind by Jory Fortin, but it goes into the hands of Johnson. Johnson gets it inside here to Mildenberger. Now back out to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. Top of the key, throws over to the right wing for Marshall. Marshall over to Beckman. Beckman on the left wing, 34 seconds to go. Beckman to Mandeville in the left corner. Back to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball over to the right wing here for Marshall, who pulls up from 3, clanks it off back iron, and that rebound will go off of the hands of a Red Devil. And it looked like it last touched Mildenberger's hands. I think Elsie Larson was trying to say that, but the officials did not agree with her, and so it'll stay with the Lady Plainsmen. 22.2 seconds to go. Beckman to get it in. She does. Over to Marshall. Marshall driving. Right baseline. Goes up against the Red Devil defense. Missed it. Out to Jory Fortin. Fortin up the far side of the floor. Right to left across the timeline. Stops inside the arc. Gets it to Briley Minnick. Takes one dribble. Up. Misses the shot from the light low block. Elsie Larson with a rebound. Beckman picks her pocket from behind, but will dribble it on the out-of-bounds line with 7.1 seconds to go. 7.1 seconds left, quarter number 3, 35-34. Looking to get it in is Jenna Fortin underneath her own hoop. Jenna still looking. Jenna in trouble. Lobs it up, top of the key. Elsie Larson pump fakes. Larson on the drive. Larson with 3, with 2, with 1. Over to Briley Minnick. Briley trying to get it to Jenna, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So, 3 quarters in the books here from Oakley. The Red Devils have their first lead of the contest, 35-34. Fourth quarter we go here on 101.1 KFNF.
finds you when involved in an accident, the insurance company will pay for towing to the shop of your choice within a reasonable distance. Not the closest shop available. No law requires you to get more than one estimate. You choose the shop and authorize the repairs. Remember, your car, your choice. Creative Collision, Oberlin's Choice Body Shop for all your collision and restoration services. Call them at 785-470-2130 or stop by at 1843 Highway 83 in Oberlin.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Culligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Culligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Welcome back here from Oakley. Start of quarter number 4. Red Devils in front, 35-34. Larson with the basketball on the right wing. Larson gets it out to Michaela Wasson over to the left wing for Jenna Fortin. Fortin with the basketball on the left wing, drives it back out. Michaela Wasson for 3, off back iron. Wasson can't get it to drop. Now she's going after her own. No, that was Elsie Larson going after the rebound. They'll say it was last touched by her, and it'll go out of bounds. 35-34, 7:40 to go in the fourth quarter of play. 35-34. Red Devils in front by 1. Over to the left wing here for Marshall. Into the left corner, Mandeville. Mandeville to Marshall on the left wing to Beckman. Top of the key above the volleyball line. Over to the right wing, extended for Carmen. Now into the right wing for Marshall. Back to Carmen. Skip pass. Right corner for Mandeville. Back to Marshall. Top of the key for Carmen for 3. Offside iron. Rebound Pfeiffer. And dragging away from her was her own teammate Mandeville, who puts up the right low block shot. She missed it. Briley Minnick to push ahead to Jenna. Jenna in the right corner. Back out to Briley on the right wing. Briley with a skip pass. Elsie Larson pump fakes. Drives left lane line all the way to the rack, and she'll lay it up and in for 2. Elsie Larson with 4 points, and it gives the Red Devils a 3-point lead at 37-34. Carmen with the basketball above the volleyball line. Carmen throws it over here to the left wing. Now to the left corner for Mandeville to Carmen. Now Carmen gets it over to Beckman. Beckman on the right wing. Beckman trying to drive it right corner. Spins off a defender. Dumps it off to Pfeiffer underneath. Up for 2. Blocked by Elsie Larson from behind. A jump ball will come in, and it'll stay with the Red Devils. I think Michaela Wasson also got a hand on it. How about the defense underneath by the Lady Red Devils there? 37-34. Red Devils lead by 3. 6:33 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Looking to get it in. Kicks it back out. 3 ball all the way for Marshall. No. Backside rebound. Mandeville tapped out of her hands to Pfeiffer, but she'll travel with it inside the lane. 16th turnover for the Lady Plainsmen. 14 for the Red Devils. 37-34. 6:27 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Jenna Fortin with the basketball. Centers it up and brings it across the timeline. Uses a screen, takes it over to the left wing. Trying to get it back up to the top of the key. She does. A lot of contact there. Again, a lot of contact. And finally, a foul will be called as Carmen just hip-checked her way to try to get that ball. And the foul will go against Mary Carmen, her second. Team foul number 1 of the quarter for the Lady Plainsmen. 37-34. Red Devils lead by 3. Briley Minnick with the basketball. Lobs it up over to the top. Here to Jenna Fortin. Fortin to Elsie Larson. Larson pump fakes. Drives it down the left lane line. Larson to Wasson. Top of the key over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez backdoor cutting. Jenna Fortin on the right low block. Laid it up. As she was trying to go to the rack. Lost it on the way up. It was still able to hit the backboard. Rebound by the Lady Plainsmen. They lose it. It goes out of bounds and it'll stay with the Red Devils. 37-34. Red Devils with the basketball underneath their own hoop. Jenna Fortin looking to get it in. Jenna looking, dumps it off. Michaela Wasson left low block, and she'll draw a foul there against Emma Mandeville as she goes up for 2. And Emma came in flashing along the baseline there and almost stole the ball away on the entry pass, but instead gets called for a foul as Wasson directly went up for the shot. And Michaela back at the free throw line, 1 of 2 today, just 1 point, and this one is up and in. Michaela now with 2 points, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. 38-34 now. Red Devils lead it by 4. We're down by 3 at the half now, lead by 4. Second one of the way for Michaela. Off back iron, rebound Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer fights off a couple of defenders, throws it over here to Marshall. Marshall dumps it off Mandeville from 5 feet, and she'll hit it in transition. Great job by Mandeville streaking out. She's got 15 and makes it 38-36. Red Devils do lead by 2, though. Larson with the basketball on the left wing. Larson looking to get some help there. Almost has it stolen away. Throws it back to Rodriguez above the volleyball line. Rodriguez hands it off to Fortin. Fortin to Wasson. Over to Briley Minnick. Briley, couple of dribbles inside the arc. Trying to do the pick and roll. Lost the basketball. Turnover Red Devils. Pfeiffer comes up with a steal. Gets it off to Carmen. Carmen brings it up near side of the floor. Left to right across the timeline as we look at it here. With the basketball now inside the circle. Above the top of the key, over to the left wing for Johnson. Throws it back up. Pfeiffer from 15 feet. Barely grazes the rim. Beckman with a rebound. She'll go back up for 2 and be fouled. That was Marshall with a great pass into her, 38-36, 5:03 to go in the fourth quarter. And that foul will go against Jenna Fortin, her second foul. Team foul number 1 for the Red Devils in the quarter. First one of the way, and it's up and in for Beckman. Beckman with 14 points, 2 of 5 now at the free throw line. Oakley was 3 of 12 from the charity stripe in the first half. 38-37 to tie the ball game up. Beckman's second free throw, no. Michaela Wasson with a rebound. Looks for the outlet here. Gets it off to Jenna Fortin. The push ahead. Elsie Larson on the left wing. Larson driving left baseline. In trouble there. Almost traveled and finally will travel. 16 turnover for the Red Devils. 38-37, 4:54 left in the fourth quarter of play. Oakley with the basketball. Beckman up the middle of the floor across the timeline. Over to the left wing. Mandeville with the basketball in the left corner. Left wing again here on the drive. Marshall tried to dump it off to Johnson and has it stolen away from behind by the Red Devils. Jenna Fortin centers it up as she brings it across the timing strip. Jenna Fortin bounces off a defender just inside the arc here. Jenna looking to hand it off, and she does to Elsie Larson, but then a jump ball will be called. Jenna crashed to the floor, and looks like she's going to be okay. Red Devils lead by 1, 4:25 to go in the fourth quarter, 38-37. Briley Minnick with the basketball, lobs it up and in here to Elsie Larson. Larson above the volleyball line, wants some help, throws it over to Jenna on the left wing. Jenna using the screen, back to Maria Rodriguez, top of the key. Rodriguez gets it over to Elsie Larson. Larson with the basketball on the left right wing, pulls up right wing 3, off back iron, rebound to the hand of Carmen. Carmen in trouble there with her own teammate, and now Jenna Fortin using it to her advantage, comes in. She was wanting to travel, they're not going to get it. Red Devils up in arms about it. Marshall hits Beckman. Beckman down right baseline of the rack. She'll be fouled and went to the free throw line. They were wanting to charge as well, and they're not going to get any of it. So the Red Devils were wanting to travel on Carmen about 94 feet of the way to the basket when her along with and Michaela Wasson just fell down here. Trying to catch her breath, I think. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Here's everybody kind of leaves her alone. Tough scene there. Kayla's going to get up. She hit the back of her head on that charge. And then she fell down, kind of getting back to her spot at the free throw line there. Very scary. She's going to check out, get a breather. Hopefully she's going to be okay. I think she just lost the wind. Got the wind knocked out of her, I'm sure. Looks like she's going to be okay. Tough girl. First one of the way here for Beckman is off the mark. So Beckman now just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. We hope Michaela's going to be okay. 38-37, 3:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Next one on the way. Off front iron there from Beckman. Jenna Fortin tries to come down with it. Sliding in the right corner to try to get it was Mandeville. They'll say it was last touched by her, out of bounds. And Jenna Fortin just had the ball go off of her shoe. there, but the Red Devils are still able to get it back. Jenna Fortin with a basketball, centers it up as she brings it across the ring. 3:47 to go in the fourth quarter. 38-37. Jory Fortin with a basketball. Jory gets a screen there, throws it back up. Briley Minnick with a basketball, top of the key. Briley looking, backdoor cutting. Jenna Fortin, left lane line, and will be fouled. As I meant to say, left low block is where she attempted to throw up a shot. Carmen was in her way and stuck out a leg to get a foul. And that was not in the act of shooting. Brandon Gehring was wanting it to be, and it's not going to be in the act of shooting. So instead, that'll be just the third foul on Carmen, and the Red Devils will have it underneath their own hoop. 38-37. 3:34 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Red Devils with the basketball underneath their own hoop. Jenna Fortin looking to get the ball inbounded. Jenna looking for a little bit of help. Gets it out to Jory in the left corner. Jory with the basketball. Skip pass to Elsie on the right wing. Elsie Larson with the basketball, using the screen, driving, right lane, line to the rack, laid it up, it's too short, and the rebound going over the top to pick it up there is Weezer. Weezer, long push ahead to a wide open Mandeville, who will lay it up and in for two. 39-38, and again, for the first time in a long while, the Oakley Lady Plainsmen have the lead. Jory Fortin driving right lane line, right baseline of the rack, and she'll be fouled, and out of the free throw line to shoot two. So Jory Fortin to the free throw line to shoot two. That foul goes against Mandeville, her third. Mandeville with 17 points, 9 in the second half, 4 in this quarter. 39-38, Red Devils in quarter number 4. Down by 1, and Jory Fortin's free throw toilet bowled around, swirled around, and swirled out. Tough break there for Jory. Jory, 2 of 5 from the free throw line here today. Second one of the way for Jory for the tie, and she's got it. 9 points for Jory Fortin, 39-39. Across the timeline with the basketball is Marshall. Gets it off to Beckman, up to Carmen, over to Marshall. Marshall into the left corner. Mandeville for 3. Off back iron, rebound underneath. Fought 4, and now we're going to have a foul. Great offensive rebound by Alexa Weezer. Oakley, who is the taller team, using that to their advantage. They've been getting rebound after rebound, especially in the offensive side. The foul goes against Elsie Larson, her third. Team foul number 3 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Throws it out underneath to Beckman, up for 2. It's blocked by Briley Minnick. They'll say she got a little bit of the hand, though. And there will be a foul called, as it was Beckman that inbounded the ball, and it was Alexa Weezer that found her just a little bit of space underneath. It's Briley Minnick's first foul. First one of the way for Beckman is up and off the mark. Jade Beckman, 2 of 8 now from the free throw line. Second one on the way to break the tie. It's up and off back iron. Maria Rodriguez trying to come down with a rebound. We got a jump ball first, and it'll stay with the Lady Plainsmen. 39-39, 2:46 left in the fourth quarter. Red Devils have got to find a way to get some rebounds underneath here. Looking to get it in is Beckman. Beckman trying to feed it in there. Briley Minnick will come up with a jump ball, and the Red Devils will get it back as they were trying to get it to the backside to Alexa Weezer. And Weezer tried to stick her hand in there but couldn't. Jenna Fortin facing a little bit of pressure here. Dumps it off to Briley Minnick. Everybody clears out. Briley will bring it across the timeline. Briley with the basketball over to the right wing for Jory Fortin. Fortin stops there on the right wing. Up to Maria Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to get it to Jenna Fortin. Stolen away by Beckman. Beckman coast to coast to the rack. Lays it up. Count the bucket. And 1. And Oakley's got the lead again. 41-39. Turnover number 17 for the Red Devils. Couldn't come at a worse time. Beckman now with 16 and heads back to the free throw line to make it a 3-point game with 2:25 left. Beckman, the free throw. It's on the way. Off back iron. Briley Minnick comes down with a rebound. Briley looking to get it off to Jory. She does. Jory will bring it across the timeline. Jory with the basketball on the right wing. Hands it off to Briley Minnick. 41-39. Red Devils down by 2. Briley on the drive, right baseline to tie it, and she will! Count the bucket! Big shot right there by Briley Minnick. Timeout of the floor taken by head coach Brandon Gehring. Will keep it right here. 2:07 to go in the fourth quarter. 41-41. Briley Minnick, the junior, with her first 2 points of the quarter, come up huge to tie us up at 41 apiece. So the Red Devils certainly in I would say their closest game of the season. They played in close games, but that Rawlins County game, the Red Devils were behind the whole way and had to come back and made it close late. And then against Southwest, the Red Devils had the lead for most of the game, and it was Southwest that came back and got the lead late as well. So it hasn't been close like this back and forth. The Red Devils getting a ton of experience with that. So the Red Devils, who outscored Oakley in the past 2 quarters, 12-11 in the second, and 19-15 in the third, to build up a 1-point lead after 3. It's now 41-41 with 2:07 to go. A low-scoring fourth quarter, but a very defensive-minded fourth quarter as well. 41-all, 2:07 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Beckman will bring it up the middle of the floor across the timeline. Over to the left wing here, now to the left corner for Mandeville. Mandeville over to the left wing for Johnson. Throws it back up around the horn. They go to Carmen. Carmen, lob pass inside Weezer on the right low block. Out to Mandeville. Mandeville, Hiltz Marshall over to Carmen to Beckman. Beckman on the drive. Back out to Carmen. Over to Mandeville in the left corner. Mandeville feeds it inside Weezer. Weezer spins up for 2. High off the glass. No, got her on board. Up and in for 2 on the second chance. Alexa Weezer now with 5 points, and it's 43-41. Jenna Fortin gets it over to the right wing for Larson. Larson crossing over and saves the basketball in bounds. Now looking to get it back the other way. Beckman on the run out, and the layup and in for 2. It's Chesney Marshall who puts it in for 2, and it's 45-41, 4-point lead for Oakley. Timeout on the floor taken by Brandon Gehring. We'll take one with them. 45-41, 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. It's Oberlin Red Devil basketball on 101.1 KFNF.
It's costing more and more to fill up your gas tank these days. When you pay at the pump at Decatur Co-op, you pay less, and you don't have to be a member to enjoy great competitive rates. Decatur Co-op has pay at the pump in Lenora, Jennings, Oberlin, and Herndon, Kansas, along with Danbury, Nebraska. Plus, you don't have to worry about whether it's cash or credit. All prices are the same, and Decatur Co-op accepts all major credit cards and the Decatur Co-op Association card. Next time, fill up at Decatur Co-op.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
45-41, Red Devils find themselves down by 4 with 1:18 to go. The Red Devils were down by 7 with 37 seconds left in the first half and cut it to within 3. Now, I know they got to take the lead now this time, but still, they've been able to come back in the game. Into the middle of the floor, Briley Minnick breaks the press. Briley almost loses it from behind, gets the basketball back. She's in trouble there, and she'll get it off to Elsie Larson. Larson with the basketball at the top of the key after she just turned it over here. Larson going very generic there. Under a minute to go, 45-41. Jenna with the basketball in the right corner. Jenna in trouble. Gets it off to Jory. Long range 3 for Jory. No. Rebound underneath. Brought down there by Weezer. Weezer up the near side. Tries to throw it back in, and it's almost thrown away. Gets it off to Beckman. Beckman going to walk it up the middle of the floor here with 45 seconds to go. Now under 40 seconds to go. The Red Devils have got to get out there and foul. The Red Devils have got to get out and foul. 35 seconds to go. Jenna Fortin trying to go after the foul. They're not going to call that one. They still haven't called a foul yet. Now on the drive, looking to wrap it inside, and they finally will call a foul. I thought I saw about 2 hacks from the Red Devils, but they didn't call them. 27-21. 27.1 seconds to go, 45-41. The Red Devils set up a play for Jory. Did a 3 there. And at the free throw line is Bryn Johnson. Bryn's first free throw is up and in. It rattled home. Bryn Johnson with 4 points. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 46-41, 27.1 seconds to go. Second one of the way, drops home. Bryn Johnson with 2 huge free throws on a night when the free throws weren't going. Jory Fortin with the basketball, lobs it up to Jenna. Jenna almost has it slapped away there by Jade Beckman with 22.8 seconds to go. The Red Devils will have it just to the left of their own bench with 22.8 seconds left, down by 6. And the Red Devils they came out of that timeout and were trying to get everything set up. Oakley did a great job of playing defense outside of the three-point line, and it forced Oberlin into a kind of a set that they didn't want to be in, I think. Jenna was in trouble, barely got it to Jory, and Jory with a shot from just inside the volleyball line. Missed the three, rebound, and then the Red Devils, they got the ball across the line. They didn't foul right away, and then when they tried to foul, there was no calls. That's kind of how it works, isn't it? 47-41. Here with just 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Red Devils, who led in this quarter, led after three, now find themselves down 6. It was a late turnover there from Elsie Larson that gave the lead to the Oakley Lady Plainsmen 45-41. Kind of since then you felt some of that momentum shift over to the other side. Briley Minnick looking to get this ball inbounded here. Briley gets it into Elsie. Elsie back to Briley. Briley steps into a long-range three, misses it. Jory Fortin can't come up with a rebound. Weezer does, gets it off to Beckman. Beckman up the near side of the floor, brings it across the timeline, waiting to be fouled, tries to throw it inside, and she'll be fouled anyway. And it'll be Beckman to the free throw line. 47-41, 9.9 seconds to go. And I think Oberlin and Oakley can start to feel it. First one of the way. Missed it from Beckman. He's had a tough night of the line. Beckman, 2 of 11 from the charity stripe. And is back there for her second of the 2 shots. It is up and in. So Cash is one home late. 17 points for her. Jenna gets it off to Briley. Briley up the right side. Briley trying to get it back to Jenna. Overthrows her. The ball almost out of bounds. And with 0.8 seconds to go, Oberlin going to try to maybe get a cheap bucket here. 0.8 left. Jenna will inbound across from her own bench. 48-41. Jenna with a lob pass up to Briley Minnick. It'll go off her hands and out of bounds. Oberlin with 5 turnovers in this quarter, and that'll do it. So the game ends. Tough one tonight for the Lady Red Devils, who tied it up at 41 all, and to end the game over the last 2.5 minutes on a 7-0 run goes Oakley, and they win it 48-41. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, get you your final numbers here on 101.1 KFNF. Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high-moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community-driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or at one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Tough one tonight for the Lady Red Devils, 48-41. Oakley comes away with the win, as it was 41-41 with 2:35 left in the fourth quarter, and Oakley goes on a 7-0 run over that 2:35 to win it 48-41. Take you through your final numbers. Emma Mandeville finishes with 17 points. Jade Beckman with 17 points. Alexa Weezer with 5. 2 from Chesney Marshall, 6 from Bryn Johnson, and 2 from Grace Pfeiffer. Oakley goes 7 of 22 from the free throw line and commits 17 turnovers. The Oberlin Red Devils finish like this individually. Briley Minnick with 14, Jory Fortin with 9, 2 points from Michaela Wasson, 4 from Elsie Larson, 7 from Jenna Fortin, and 5 from Maria Rodriguez. The Red Devils commit 19 turnovers. And they finish 7 of 15 at the free throw line. Tough night for the Red Devils as they lose at 48-41 here to the Oakley Lady Plainsmen. The Red Devils will now look into next week, where on Tuesday we'll meet up with another tough team in the Northern Valley Huskies. We'll take a quick 30-second break and then be back with Red Devil courtside for our boys action. Coming up next here on 101.1 KFNF.
FNB Bank in Oberlin, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who prioritize your financial needs. They offer the convenience of online and telephone banking, plus debit cards that make transactions seamless. And when they say team, they mean a tradition of trust and reliability. They're here to support you long after you open your account. So when it comes to banking, be confident knowing FNB Bank will go the extra mile for you. FNB Bank in Oberlin. Visit them online at fnbbank.com.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back into Red Devil Courtside. As we have the girls' game in the books, now we move on to our boys' matchup tonight between the Oberlin Red Devils and the Oakley Plainsmen. Let's dive a little deeper into tonight's matchup. The Oberlin Red Devils come in tonight with a record of 4-3 and on a tough little skid here for Kyle Brest's squad, as the Red Devils have lost their last 2 straight games and 3 of their last 5. But looking to turn that around tonight against a tough Plainsman team. We'll talk about them here in just a second. The Red Devils last time out took on Logan Palco to open up this 2025 half of the season on the road there in Logan, and the Trojans, who have climbed their way into the rankings, into the top 10 by the KBCA there in 1A Division 2, showed why they were ranked with a 40-26 win. But it was the Oberlin Red Devil defense that really showed out, holding a Logan Palco team that's got a ton of threats on their side to just 40 points. And I'm sure Kyle Breth and the squad is saying, if we could have that game back, maybe shoot just a little bit better, it could have been a different end result for the Red Devils, as the Red Devils shooting just could not get out of the gate hot in 2025. The Red Devils shot just 28% against the Trojans, 6% from 3, and 27% from the free throw line. That 6% from 3 equals out to 1 of 18 for the Red Devils. They're certainly looking to turn that around here tonight. And it's certainly a Red Devil offense that has seen a ton of scoring so far this season, averaging 48.7 points per game. On the offensive side of the ball, the Red Devils are being led by the two-headed monster of Tyler Rossmeyer, who averages a double-double at 16.6 points per game and 12.4 rebounds per game to go along with 1.9 assists. And then Gage Willoughby has been able to do it all from the point guard spot, averaging 13 points per game, 5.0 rebounds per game, and 4.7 assists per game. But Gage looking to have a little bit of a better night, especially shooting-wise after a tough shooting night against Logan Palco, in which he came home with no points. But it's been a couple of quiet scores for the Red Devils that have helped him out this season as well. And Caden Shaw, the sophomore, was 6.9 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game, is coming off of a 9-point performance against Logan Palco. And Bryson Kettrell has been waiting for that shot to get going, and there's been a little bit of life with it, but just hasn't came completely alive yet, and it might be on the way after a great night against Logan Palco with 10 points. He now averages 7.4 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, and 2.4 assists per game. The Red Devils certainly looking to kind of turn things around after this tough little skid, but it's got to come against a tough team in the Oakley Plainsmen tonight. The Plainsmen are 2-3 on the season, with 2 of those losses by a combined 2 points, as the Plainsmen opened up the season with a tough loss to Phillipsburg 58-44 and lost in the first round of the Castle Rock tournament to Wheatland Grinnell 51-50. But then since then, and then after that, I should say, rattled off a couple of wins over Pawnee Heights 70-42 and over Rawlins County 55-42. But then it was a tough loss right before break to Smith Center 49-48, as the Plainsmen would actually lead that game against Smith Center in the after 3 quarters, I should say, 37-32. but the Redmen would put up 17 points in the fourth quarter, and the last two being the most crucial, as it would come with no time on the clock. The buzzer had sound, as it was a buzzer-beater layup for the Redmen to take down Oakley 49-48. So, just like the girls' team...
Time to sit down and get the thoughts from the head coach on today's Best Country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back into Red Devil Courtside as we get you set and ready to go for our boys' action tonight between the Oberlin Red Devils and the Oakley Plainsmen. And we're joined alongside with head coach of the Red Devils, Kyle Breath. Boy, Kyle, one game already into 2025. I know we kind of talked, before that Logan Palco game, how crazy and how quick the season goes, but now you're already into the second week of January, and before you know it, we're going to talk in league tournament and stuff like that. So trying to find any way to slow it down, I'm sure, is kind of a goal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, especially with the weather that we've been having, we haven't been able to practice going into this Oakley game, and so that's always a challenge, but we'll see how it goes. So.
And flipping it back to your last time out, tough loss against a very tough team in Logan Palco. It's had a lot of recognition so far to start the season, off to a great start for them. It was just kind of a tough night all the way around. Logan Palco did a few things that made it tough, but a tough shooting night as well. I guess kind of what were your thoughts after that tough loss?
Defensively, I was really proud of the guys. I mean, to hold a good team like that to 40 points, at the varsity level, you hold a team to 40 points, you're expecting to win that game. So I was really proud of the defense. But like you said, offensively, we couldn't get anything going. We had good shots, I thought, and they just didn't fall. And we had opportunities to score, and they just didn't fall. But that's the way it goes. But credit to Logan. They're a good team. They're all over 6 foot. They're long, athletic, and makes it hard to score. But very proud of our defense.
Yeah, and especially, I know we talked kind of going into that game about how experienced Logan Palco was with a lot of seniors, especially a lot of seniors coming off the bench too, and where you guys were maybe on a little bit of the younger side, where you have a lot of experience playing varsity ball, but maybe not, in the grade level and stuff like that. So for your guys to compete against a team like that just builds a lot of confidence throughout the rest of the season, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Everybody knows Logan's a good team, and they're old, and they have 6 or 7 seniors, but I'm just really proud of the way our guys attacked and how we competed, and we just couldn't get any shots to fall, and ultimately just couldn't score enough to win. So.
And, like you mentioned, that's basketball. Sometimes it's your night, other times it's not. But you guys have still been able to find a way to keep yourself in games, and you guys did that on the defensive side of the ball there against Logan Palco, like you mentioned, holding a team like that to 40 points and only 19 in the second half, 8 in the fourth quarter. You had to be obviously really happy about the defense, right?
Yeah, I am. We put an emphasis on keeping teams to one shot, and getting defensive rebounds. And we knew going in that, Rhett Katz was going to be their best player. And I thought we had a good game plan. And we really were able to slow him down in the first half, and in the second half, he kind of got away from us a little bit.
And, like we were talking, just kind of a tough night shooting. And like we said, there's going to be some of those nights. But, you guys continue to shoot the ball. And I know that's kind of one thing that you've talked about with the guys is, hey, even when you're having a tough shoot night, you got to keep putting up the ball, right?
Right. You got to keep shooting. The only way you're going to score, the only way you're going to get yourself out of a shooting slump is to keep shooting, And I preach to the guys about confidence, I have all the confidence in the world when they shoot the ball. They need to continue to keep that confidence, even though if they miss a couple of shots. And so just keeping that confidence. So we got to keep shooting the ball.
And, one thing this season is you guys have kind of been, limited with the amount of guys that you've had come off the bench for you, as well as, in that sense, not playing too many guys quite yet. But the guys that you have had on the floor, you've gotten really good minutes out of every single one of them, even off the bench as well. And that's been huge for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. We really, in this point of the season, we kind of figure out who we're going to play, who's going to come off the bench, that kind of thing. And so, we're looking at 7 guys, that we play consistently. And, I mean, those 7 know they have to be in shape. And I'm not saying that we'll never play any other kids, but, I mean, as of right now, it's just really kind of those 7 or 8, and so.
And, one thing that you guys, obviously coming off of a tough night there against Logan Palco, but offensively, coming into this game, besides you kind of maybe throw that one out there, but offensively, you guys have been able to do a really good job. I mean, have had 20-point scores in a ton of games, as well as, some very consistent scoring. And, kind of like you mentioned, to win the game, you got to shoot the ball, you got to put it in the hoop and score more points than the other team, obviously. And you guys have been able to do that a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. I mean, I've really preached to the guys trying to play inside out. We really try to go into Tyler, into Shaw, and that'll open up things on the outside. And I really just preach playing inside out basketball, and the boys are buying into that. And so hopefully we have some more success with that here in the next part of the season.
And I know, someone that really stepped up big for you in that Logan game was Bryson Ketchell, especially with Gage maybe not having the best shooting night. Tyler, kind of they were kind of guarding him pretty good as well. So for Bryson to step up like that as only a sophomore to kind of know, hey, I'm going to have to put the ball in the hoop a little bit more than what we're used to from me, that had to be huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Bryson, it's just been kind of waiting for Bryson, like I've just been kind of waiting for Bryson to figure out his shot, and I just keep telling him, I mean, shoot the ball with confidence. He hasn't shot the ball very well this year so far, but hopefully with him shooting the ball pretty well last Friday, that gets him more confidence. He sees the ball go in the hole a little bit, and hopefully that'll continue because, I mean, you're right. Like sometimes guys just aren't going to score as much as they do on other nights, and we need those other guys to step up. So I mean, it's a confidence thing. I mean, Bryson and Davin, those guys, they know I have confidence in them, and they just have to have confidence in themselves and keep shooting the ball. So.
And you mentioned in themselves, but I think, in the teammates as well, you guys have done such a great job sharing the ball this year. It seems like after every single game, you kind of look at the stat sheet and you've got 10 or more assists, which as a coach, I'm sure you have to be really happy about that your guys are sharing the ball. It's not all just getting fed to one guy, but, sharing the ball like that is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we really try to play unselfish basketball. When we get the ball inside, the posts are good about seeing the guards on the outside, and we really try to play together and unselfish basketball.
And tonight, you head on the road again, kind of your second true road game coming off of that Logan Palco game. I know you had to make some trips there to McCook for the tournament or whatever, but kind of second true road feel of the season on the road to Oakley tonight. And Oakley's a tough team. They've lost some tight games, a couple of them on kind of the final possession of the game as well. So they're going to be a tough team that probably should have a few more wins, but they've certainly got a ton of great players, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I mean, Coach Dardis over there, he does a great job. He always gets his teams ready to play. And Oakley, I mean, they play extremely hard. They might not shoot the best, but I mean, they're going to go get the ball and they're going to play extremely hard. And the boys know, I mean, the battle that they have ahead of them. It's going to be a 4-quarter game, and just like the past couple games we've had, it's going to come down to little things at the end and who can put together more possessions. But yeah, they're a good team. They play extremely hard. They're very, very physical. They're tough. So it's gonna be a challenge for us.
Well, Coach, thanks for being able to sit down and chat with us, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
With the right touch, bent metal, shattered glass, and twisted frames can be restored to their original glory. At Creative Collision, they have one simple mantra: repair, restore, renew. It's about taking damaged vehicles and transforming them into something sleek, smooth, and safe. Comprehensive auto body repair and restoration. Available exclusively at Creative Collision in Oberlin, Kansas. Revive it, drive it, and love it. Call for an estimate at 785-470-2130 or visit Creative Collision's virtual garage online at creativecollisionoberlin.com.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oakley, getting ready for our boys game tonight. Tough one for the girls, tied up there 41 all. Just a few minutes left, and the Red Devils couldn't come away with a win, 48-41. Tough one for the girls. Now the boys trying to make it one of two between each team there, leaving here Oakley tonight. Let's run you through our starters. We'll start with the Plainsmen of Oakley. It's Easton Fink, Jonah Coleman, Levi Renner, Carson Beal, and Mason Jackson under head coach Aaron Dardis. And for head coach Kyle Brett, Davin Jensen, Bryson Kettrell, Gage Willoughby, Tyler Rossmeyer, and Caden Shaw. Your starting lineups here tonight. Davin Jensen, great to see him back in the lineup. Had to miss a game there kind of late in December. A couple of games late in December with an ankle injury, but he's back. Rossmeyer at center circle, the tip, and the Red Devils will almost throw it away, but Jensen saves it into Caden Shaw, who gets it out to Gage Willoughby. And Willoughby will bring it across the timeline here, left to right across your radio dial. Now back up to the top of the key for Shaw. Over to the left wing for Willoughby. Willoughby stops, pops a long-range three. Can't clink it home off the side iron. The rebound will go to the hands of Jackson. Jackson awaiting a little bit of help, and he'll finally get it. And here come the Plainsmen for their first possession. 7:32 left, first quarter, no score. Over to the right wing here with the basketball is Coleman. Coleman on the drive, dumps it off, and Coleman lays it up for two, missed it. Rebound underneath there for Jackson. It'll actually go off his hands and out of bounds, and it'll go back here to the Red Devils with 7:21 to go in the first quarter of play, no score. So the Red Devils, sorry we had to cut pregame just a little bit short, speed some things up. They took it to a 15-minute warm-up here for our boys game tonight. Osmeyer up the left side of the floor, brings it across the timeline with Kettrell. Kettrell off to Willoughby. Willoughby with basketball above the volleyball line, over to Jensen. Jensen on the right wing, gets a screen here from Shaw, looking to get it inside to Shaw. Instead, throws it back out to Osmeyer at the top of the key, over to Willoughby. Willoughby on the left wing, driving, left lane line, lays up a tough shot off the back iron. No, rebound Jackson again. Still no score, 6:55 to go here in quarter number one. Across the timeline, come the Plainsmen, and trying to get it inside there on a backdoor cut to Beal. Instead, it'll be stolen away, but Beal gets it back and will lay it up and in for two. So it works out for Carson Beal after he lost it, got it back and puts it in for two. Jensen looking for a little bit of help, working against a little bit of a man-to-man pressure here from the Plainsmen up the left side of the floor. Kettrell with the basketball, driving into the high post, kicks it out. Gage Willoughby pump fakes, was wanting to drive, and he'll turn it over. And that'll be the first turnover for the Red Devils. 6:26 to go in quarter number one. 2-0 lead for the Oakley Plainsmen. Carson Beal with the first 2 points of the contest. And he'll be the one bringing it across the timeline here into the high post. Jackson throws it over the right wing for Fink, trying to get it inside there to Coleman. It's on the floor. Jensen's got it on both knees. And finally, they'll call a jump ball, but it'll stay with Oakley with 6:10 to go in the first quarter of play. So Oakley back with the basketball here. 6:10 left. They'll have it underneath the road hoop. 2-0. Oberlin down in the early going here, trying to get a little bit of that offense going after a tough Logan Palco night to open up the 2025 half of the year. Fink with the basketball in the right corner, dumps it off to Jackson at the high post. Jackson in trouble, almost has it stolen away. Jensen in there again, and he'll force a jump ball and get the ball back for the Red Devils. So Davin Jensen, twice when they've tried to give it to Jackson, the high post, has been a ball hawk and has almost came up with it. Willoughby will inbound in front of his own bench, gets it off to Jensen. Jensen guarded by Renner, dumps it off to Willoughby. Willoughby brings it up the near side of the floor, left to right across the timing strip. Now with the basketball on the left wing. Willoughby looking, lobs it up to Osmeyer on the left low block. Osmeyer power dribble, trying to get his way back inside. Lays it up, missed it. Coming up with a rebound is Coleman. Coleman forces his way and will pick it up. Big shot right there by Osmeyer, just could not drop home. Beal across the timeline to the high post for Jackson. Jackson down left lane line, kicks it out here to Renner. Renner crossing over, and Kettrell will pick his pocket. Kettrell up the near side of the floor. Down right lane line, will pull it back out here and gets it off to Willoughby. Willoughby with a right wing three, and it will be fouled, Left, right, get them all mixed up. And they'll say it wasn't on the shot, but instead on when he came down. So that foul goes against Carson Beal, his first team foul number one. 2-0. Oakley in front here. Into Osmeyer at the high post, off to Willoughby, down left lane line, lays it up there on the left low block, missed it just a little too strong, had a couple of Plainsmen with him when he laid it up, so I think it was wanting a foul and didn't get it. Over to Renner in the left corner, Renner with the basketball, a couple of dribbles, crosses over again, almost loses it, now he's deep in the left corner, throws over to the left wing into the high post, Jackson faces up against Osmeyer, takes one dribble, back out, over to Beal on the right wing, long range three, off back iron, Osmeyer times it right, comes down with a rebound along with two Plainsmen, and a jump ball will be called. Osmeyer came to the ball first, but Jackson was able to just force his way in there and carve up a jump ball. 4:45 left first quarter, 2-0 Oakley. So kind of starting out like a girls' game did, low scoring that turned into pretty high scoring by the end of it. Lob pass in, over to the right wing, now on the drive. Is Fink, kicks it back out. Two ball on the way from Lowry. No, but the follow from Jackson is up and in for two, and Jackson's got 2 points, and it's a 4-0 lead. Osmeyer trying to lead the break back the other way. Euros now spins, goes up for two against Jackson, and is fouled and went out to the free throw line to shoot two. So Tyler Osmeyer trying to get a little bit of that momentum back into the Oberlin bench, takes it coast to coast himself. Euros spins around it, and was able to lay it up for two and got a Jackson foul, his first. Tyler Osmeyer at the free throw line, first one of the way, it's up and in. Tyler, 10 of 16 on the young season at the charity stripe. He's now got 1 point on the night. 4-1. Red Devils down by 3. 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Second one from Osmeyer with a beautiful spin. Makes it 4-2. Red Devils down by a bucket. 4-2. 4:24 left. Up the right side of the floor. Fink all the way to the right lane line. Kicks it back out to Beal into the high post. And back out to Molina, now to the top of the key. Here for Beal, over to the left wing, for Mancina, Now over to Beal, into the high post for Lowry. Lowry looking at Jackson underneath there, was looking for a lob at the high post on the left side of the lane and lobbed it too high over the top, but they say it was last touched by Osmeyer, so Mancina will inbound for the Plainsmen underneath the zone hoop. Mancina looking to get it in, lobs it up over the top to the right wing, almost stolen away. But coming down with it there is Lowry, throws over the right wing. Now to the left wing here for Beal. Beal to Mancina for three from the right wing. No, rebound, tapped around a couple of times. Beal comes up with it and will throw it off of the shins of Shaw and out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Plainsmen here with 3:47 to go with the first quarter of play, 4-2. Oakley in front by 2. Lob pass Mancina inside. Jackson tries to spittle double team underneath there. Almost lost it. Goes up for 2 through some contact and misses the shot. Willoughby up the near side now. Left to right across the timeline. Stops on the left wing now. Looking to drive. Kicks it back out to Shaw. At the top of the key. Gets it back to Willoughby. Willoughby with the basketball over to Osmeyer. Osmeyer pump fake. Looks, turns, spins from 18. No. Rebound to the hands of Lowry. Lowry to Beal. Beal the long push ahead. Finds Jackson cutting down left lane line, and he'll lay it up and in for 2. Great fast break offense there for the Plainsmen. Gives them a 4-point lead again at 6-2 with 3:11 to go. Ketchel brings it across the timeline. Skip pass over to Jensen. Jensen with the basketball on the left wing. Dumps it on the right wing. Dumps it off right low block. Osmeyer too strong as he missed everything. Backside rebound brought down there by Solinsky. Bryson Ketchel forced his way in there. Forces a jump ball. And it'll stay with the Red Devils underneath their own hoop with 2:59 left in the first quarter. 6-2, 2:59 left. And with the basketball underneath their own hoop will be Willoughby and the Red Devils. Willoughby looking, finds Ketchel, right corner three, and that one won't fall. Osmeyer might have got away with an over-the-back call there, but Beal comes up with a rebound, gets it off to Mancina. Mancina up the right side into Jackson. No, that was Beal on the right low block. He'll lose it off his foot and out of bounds. And we'll go to the Red Devils here, 6-2. Red Devils down by 4, 2:47 left. Looking at a little man-to-man pressure into Jensen. Jensen in front of his own bench, looking for a little bit of help. Gets it off to Willoughby. Willoughby now brings it up the near side of the floor, left to right across the timeline. Jensen centers it up between the rings, now driving, crosses back over, stops, dumps it off to Osmeyer. Osmeyer from 5 feet inside the lane with a little hook shot, no. And Jackson comes up with a rebound. Him and Jackson going at each other very well underneath. along with Coleman whenever Coleman's in. Jackson finally is able to get it off to Beal, and Beal will bring it across the timeline over to Mancina. Mancina in the left corner to Jackson at the high post. Now on the drive to Lowry, stolen away there by Jensen into the hands of Kettrell. Kettrell down, right lane line to the rack, and a lay it up and count the bucket. No, they're going to call a charge on Bryson going up against Carson Beal. So Carson Beal able to take a charge there. That'll be Bryson Kettrell's first foul and team foul number 1 for the Red Devils in the quarter. 2:03 left. Red Devils with just 2 points in the quarter, down 6-2. And up the right side, almost stolen away there, was Lowry as he was trying to find his kind of outlet pass a couple of times over in Zielinski. Beal will run the point here for the Plainsmen, and will bring it across the timeline after the inbounds. Gets it over to Mancina on the right wing. Ball above his head. Mancina using the screen on the drive. Tries to wrap it around. Fits it inside. They find Jackson on the backside. Count the bucket and one. What a pass by Mancina, who couldn't even see if his lead pass there on the pick and roll, and Lowry was there. Just threw it over to him on a little spinner, and then Lowry found Jackson wide open on the backside. Jackson now with 6. And make it 8-2. Jackson was the one that went off against Smith Center with 24. Tyler Rossmeyer rung up for his first foul. And the first one is on the way. And the and one for Jackson is up and in. So Jackson 1-1 from the charity stripe. 9-2. Red Devils down by 7 with 1:43 to go. Tough shooting night for the Red Devils, but just haven't had many good shots either. Great defense, and that defense will lead to a foul from Oakley about 90 feet away from the basket. As coming in with a foul will be Levi Renner, his first. Team foul number 3 for Oakley in the quarter. Looking to get it in. They do. Osmeyer brings it across the timeline with the basketball now on the right wing. Osmeyer driving right baseline, pulls up from 5 feet. Swoosh! Big shot right there by Tyler Osmeyer. He's got all 4 points for the Red Devils. It's a 5-point game, and Oakley almost throws it away as Beal was trying to get it out there to Mancina. Kettrell tapped it out of bounds. With the basketball on the right wing. Throws it back up, top of the key to Beal. Over to the left wing, back up, top of the key. Now over to the left wing again, out of the left short corner here for Coleman. Back up to the top of the key for Beal. Over to Mancina on the right wing. 1:07 to go with the first quarter. 9-4 into the high post. Turning and spinning, but having a shot blocked by Osmeyer is Lowry. And the Red Devils will try to use it to their advantage. Across the timeline, Willoughby with the basketball between the rings, throws it over here to the right wing. Kettrell back to Jensen, top of the key, 3, offside iron. Osmeyer comes up with a rebound, up for 2, and it's in! Osmeyer with the offensive board leads to a bucket, and the Red Devils are back within 3. Quickly back the other way, 39 seconds to go. Renner with a floater from 5 feet on the left short corner, missed it. Lowry with a rebound, kicks it back out to Beal to Mancina on the right wing. They avoid, now Mancina pulls up from 3, missed it. Willoughby taps it out of bounds, and it'll stay with Oakley. 26.4 seconds to go. 9-6 here in quarter number 1. Mancina with the basketball underneath the zone hoop. Looking to get it in, wraps it inside there. Coleman high off the glass, puts it in with 20 seconds to go. Jensen up the near side of the floor quickly, brings it across the timeline. Jensen inside to Osmeyer. Osmeyer back to Jensen, the floater from 5 feet. No, Shaw with a rebound. He goes up for 2. Can't get it high off the glass. Kettrell comes down with a rebound. 7 seconds to go, and he'll lay it up and in for 2. Kettrell for 2. And quickly the other way, Beal at the buzzer for 3. No, and that's where the quarter will come to an end. So a lot of scoring under a minute, but the Red Devils couldn't find a way to get on top. We head to quarter number 2. Oakley 11, Oberlin 8 here on 101.1 KFNF.
When you think of Decatur Co-op, do you think about grain? Feed your livestock, horses or pets, propane, supplies? How about tires? Yes, Decatur Co-op in Oberlin has a tire shop that specializes in tire repair, along with oil changes, exhaust, front-end alignment, and major mechanical work. Bet you didn't know all that. Well, now you know. And the next time you need any of those services, think of Decatur Co-op at the railroad tracks in Oberlin. Book your appointment. Call 785-475-2234.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Culligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Culligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oakley as we get ready for quarter number 2. Oakley in front 11-8. With the basketball on the right wing is Fink. Fink looking to get it into a cutter. Instead, he has it tapped right back at him. Fink now tries to get it to Jackson. Stolen away by Willoughby. Willoughby up the middle of the floor. Down left lane line. Trying to take it coast to coast. He has it stripped away by Fink. Bodies flying everywhere. Jackson comes up with the ball. Jackson on the break. Dumps it off underneath the Coleman. Right low block. It's up and in for 2. And Jonah Coleman with 4 points. 3 turnovers apiece for either team now. Kettrell has it swiped away from behind. Just as I say that, make it 4 turnovers. Renner now taking it coast to coast, left lane, line of the rack, and he'll lay it up and in for 2. Levi Renner, and just like that, it is a 15-8 lead. 15-8, quickly back the other way comes the Red Devils. Willoughby with the basketball in between the rings. Willoughby looking for a little bit of help here on the right wing now. Willoughby is still looking to get an ISO to Osmeyer. He can't. Shaw with the basketball now at the top of the key. Shaw looking to get it inside, lobs it up to Osmeyer. Osmeyer has it stripped away from behind there by Fink. Fink will get it out to Beal, and Beal will move it right to left across the timing strip here. In between the rings is Beal, into the high post. Jackson spins down left lane, line to the rack, and will lay it up and in for 2. Mason Jackson with 8 points, 17-8. Jensen leading the charge back the other way here for the Red Devils. Back out to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes with the basketball on the right wing. Willoughby looking to center it up, uses a screen from Osmeyer. Willoughby takes it all over to the rack, lays it up and in for 2. Gage Willoughby with his first 2 points of the contest makes it 17-10. Red Devils down by 7 here. 17-10 as Fink wants to bring it across the timeline, right to left, up the far side of the floor. Fink throws it over to Beal on the left wing. Beal with the basketball, a couple of dribbles there, lob pass over to Fink. Fink in the right wing. Fink looking, skip pass, stolen away by Jensen, who will run it down. Jensen will then be fouled going after it, and will have the basketball. Will the Red Devils after the foul. 5:51 left in the first half. 17-10. Gage Willoughby will inbound across from the Oakley bench. The foul goes against Carson Beal, his second. Willoughby the lob pass into Osmeyer. Osmeyer pump fakes. Osmeyer down right lane, line to the rack, lays it up. Too strong, got his own board. Try to go back up, back out to Willoughby. Left wing 3, off front iron, can't get the roll. Shaw with a rebound. Shaw lowers his shoulder, kicks it out to Osmeyer, who pump fakes. Now pulls up from 5 feet and will hit. If you can't succeed at first try and try again, that's what the Red Devils did there, and they cut the lead back to 5, 17-12. Into the high post, stolen away. Bryson Kettrell looking to get it off to somebody. He does to Gage Willoughby. Willoughby up the right side of the floor, now driving down right lane line. Now fades away from 5 feet. Can't get the roll from the front iron. Tapped around. Jackson with a rebound out to Beal. Beal up the near side, now with a long skip pass over to Fink on the far side. Pulls it out in the right corner to Jackson. Jackson, right low block, splits a double team, loses the basketball. Willoughby will come up with it on the steal. Back-to-back turnovers for the Plainsmen. And the Red Devils turn this one into points, though, to Bryson Kettrell. Kettrell driving down into the right low block. Stop there. Now he tries again. Lays it up for 2. Missed it. Rebound to the backside. Shaw. Shaw takes one dribble, puts it high off the glass, misses that. And the rebound goes into the hands of Renner. Renner will stop and gets it off here. And we got a timeout by Aaron Dardis and the Oakley Plainsmen. We'll take one with them. 4:39 to go in the first half. 17-12. Oakley in front here on 101.1 KFNF. Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high-moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did. 17-12, Oakley out in front here. 4:39 to go in the second quarter. Oakley led 11-8 after one and started out hot here in quarter two, but Oberlin tried to combat that a little bit. Messina with the basketball on the right wing, throws it to Jackson in the right corner. Back to Messina. Messina, a couple of pump fakes, throws it over to the left side of the floor now on the near side for Fink out of the left corner. Now cutting through the middle of the lane, Messina dumps it off on a pass to Coleman, blocked by Osmeyer. Osmeyer now leading the break back the other way, up the middle of the floor, 1-on-2 to the rack, lays it up too strong, got his own board, goes up again, and this time he'll lay it up and in for two. Tyler Osmeyer now with 10 points on the night and cuts the lead by the Plainsmen down to 3, 17-14. Run over the basketball, right corner drives, pulls up from 5 feet, blocked by Osmeyer again. That's number 3 or 4 by my count. The push ahead here. Gage Willoughby down left lane line to the rack with a right hand. It'll lay it up and in for 2. Cut the lead to 1. Why don't you, Gage Willoughby? He's got 4 points. Tyler Osmeyer being a beast inside with back-to-back blocks that lead to back-to-back points. 17-16. Red Devils down by 1. 3:32 left in the first half. Fink with the basketball over to Messina on the left wing. Messina wants to shoot the 3. He will, and drains it. Can't leave him open. Mancia with his first 3 points, and it makes it 20-16, 4-point game. Willoughby with the basketball, hands it off to Jensen. Jensen between the rings, trying to lob it inside to Osmeyer, stolen away. They're trying to get it back out. And Coleman, when he did that, actually stepped out of bounds. Probably should have just let it go, and it would have went back to Oakley. Gage Willoughby will inbound underneath his zone hoop. 20-16, 3:07 left first half. Red Devils down by 4. Looking for another bucket here. Gets it into Osmeyer. Back out Willoughby. Right corner 3. In and out. Backside board. Brady Guerin can't come down with it. Instead, Jackson does. Gets it off to Fink up the near side. Fink with the basketball between the rings. Dumps it off Jackson. Kicks it back out. 3 ball all the way. Finner off back iron. Backside board on the right low block. Brought down by Brady Guerin. Up to Gage Willoughby. Willoughby up the near side, left to right. Willoughby now between the rings, guarded out there almost near to the half-court line by Renner. Now he's driving it down left lane line. Willoughby spins off of a man. What a move by Gage Willoughby! Bopped the deep, faked it inside, and spun back around. I don't even know what he did, but he got 2 points out of it, 20-18. Now down the right lane line is Finner, trying to kick it back. Fink, to Mancino. Long-range 3, missed it. Gehring with a backside rebound. Takes one hard dribble, and will slow down. 20-18, Willoughby with the basketball. He just scored the last 2 to cut the lead 2-2. Willoughby brings it across the timeline, now centers it up between the rings. Willoughby with the basketball, stops, pops a right wing 3, misses it off front iron, catch it over the right corner, rebound. Back out to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes the 3 again, now drives, right baseline, wraps it around, underneath, a couple of legs with a pass, and Osmeyer finishes it from 5 feet away. What a pass by Gage Willoughby, and we're knotted up at 20 apiece. First time being tied since it was 0-0. Inside, wide open underneath are the Plainsmen, and a foul will be called, and that's going to go against Tyler Osmeyer. It was Mackley that just fell down and tripped. And they said that Osmeyer pushed him. I don't know about that. Tyler, big smile on his face. I think he knows what happened. It's Tyler's second foul. Mancia looking to get it inside here to Mackley. Mackley puts it up for 2. Missed it. Osmeyer trying to tap it back out. Now Jensen steals it away from Mackley. And the Red Devils will have it. Kyle Breath wants a timeout with 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Oberlin has crawled their way back into it. We're tied 20-20. We'll take a break here on 101.1 KFNF.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Oakley got out to a 17-9 lead in the second quarter. It's been an 11-3 run for the Red Devils since that point. Now trying to add to that as we're tied up at 20 apiece. Willoughby, guarded heavily by Beal, brings it up the near side, left to right across the timeline. Now centers it up between the rings. Willoughby with the basketball, working towards the right side. Now crosses over, stops at the free throw line, gets it off to Osmeyer, wide open. Brady Gearing on the backside. What a cut by Brady, and he lays it up and in for two. Smart play, and the Red Devils have their first lead of the contest, 22-20. Brady Gearing, the freshman, with a smart play. Into the high post, Jackson out to Mancina with the basketball on the left wing. Throws it back up to Beal, top of the key over to Mancina. Mancina to the high post, Jackson. Pump fakes. Jackson in trouble there as he brought the ball down. But then a foul will be called as Ketchel just got a little too much of the wrist there. 22-20, 52.2 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 22-20. That foul goes against Bryson Ketchel, his second. Team foul number 2 for the Red Devils in the quarter. 22-20, Red Devils lead. Inside, Jackson hard up against Osmeyer with the 2 fouls. Just kind of had to go straight up and down. Leads to a bucket, 22-22. Under a minute to go. Into the front court is Brady Gearing. Gearing slows it up, gets it out to Gage Willoughby. Willoughby between the rings, gets it off to Osmeyer. Osmeyer pump fakes the handoff. Now he's inside the lane, in trouble there, needs help. Gets it out to Brady Gearing on the left wing. 28 seconds to go. Brady pump fakes the free throw shot, kicks it out here to Davin. Davin with the basketball, left wing. Davin crosses over, looking for a little bit of help, and 3 seconds will be called on Caden Shaw. Shaw, who was working along the baseline there, just got caught looking at everything that was happening above the free throw line, and that kind of happens sometimes. So they say if you're going to drive it inside the hoop, make those guys kind of draw the defense in instead of stopping to the free throw line, but couple of open shots there. The Red Devils were looking for the last shot. That's why they didn't take him. Mancina looking to bring it across the timeline. Runs into a little bit of trouble. Hits Jackson. Jackson on the left wing. Stops. Kicks it out. 3 ball on the way. Blocked by Gage Willoughby and sent out of bounds. Gage went from one side of the floor to the other to block that one as he sent Zielinski's shot right back at him. 8.6 seconds left in the first half. 22-22. Red Devils trying to come up with a defensive stand. Mancina, left wing 3, misses everything. Rebound, tracked down out to Jackson. Jackson for 3, off front iron. Rebound again, and this one's at the buzzer. It won't count. It will not count. Will not count, and that's what I thought. Will not count, and we will head to the locker rooms, tied up at 22. The Red Devils, who only led for a short amount of time, crawl their way back into it, and we head to the break. 22-22 here from Oakley. We'll take a break, come back with your first half numbers here on 101.1 KFNF.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community-driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
Insurance, it seems like you can never have enough, and when it comes to peace of mind, it's good to have the right insurance in place. Frederickson Insurance Agency in Oberlin can help you do just that. Frederickson's can help with supplemental insurance for your home, farm, business, auto, and yes, even your crop. Frederickson's will help you find the best plan from the best companies. Insurance, get the best from Frederickson Insurance Agency next to the Landmark in downtown Oberlin, 785-475-3883.
A step towards better health. High Plains Podiatry.
If you You've tried everything to get rid of your warts. High Plains Podiatry offers innovative Swift microwave therapy. Swift is clean and unevasive to get rid of your warts, leaving no blisters or scarring. And it doesn't even need bandages. Move on from warts with amazingly effective wart removal technique from High Plains Podiatry. Call 345-3773 or visit highplainspodiatry.com.
Forget the flashy ads and gimmicks. Farmers, you need fertilizer equipment you can trust. J.D. Skiles in Atwood, Kansas delivers what truly matters: integrity and innovation. From custom fertilizer trailers and pit stop chemical systems to liquid fertilizer systems, they've got it all. Need more efficient spraying equipment? They have the most innovative ATV and UTV sprayers available. No frills, just quality. Visit them online at jdskiles.com or 101 Grant Street in Atwood, Kansas today. J.D. Skiles, where farming meets excellence without compromise.
Nextech is proud to now offer social media monitoring from Bark, designed by parents for parents. Bark is a service that scans text messages, over 30 social media apps, and other online activity, keeping you informed and your child protected. With Bark from Nextech, parents get alerts for potential dangers easily and effortlessly. Interested in learning more? Visit next-tech.com/bark or call 877-625-7872.
Agriculture, a hard-working industry built by a labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears. An industry that is constantly changing at an increasing rate with not enough hours in the day. Nutrien Ag Solutions is here to help carry the burden by offering multiple financing options, in-depth soil health and productivity analysis, field-by-field seed recommendations, and industry-leading services. Nutrien, working smarter and harder. Contact your local Nutrien today.
Honey, we need to talk right now.
What happened? Did something break?
Yes, it's the A word. Now go to the kitchen.
The A word? What do you mean?
Appliances. Our fridge is from R&M Service Center, and they're having a sale. Let's get a new one.
At R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin, find top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. Don't forget they service what they sell. Get your new appliance today at R&M Service Center, downtown Oberlin.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
One half in the books here from Oakley on our boys' side of things. And we are knotted up in a tie at the break, 22-22 between the Oakley Plainsmen and the Oberlin Red Devils. Take you through your first half. The quarter score, it was Oakley after one quarter, 11-8. And Oberlin outscores Oakley in the second, 14-11. For a 22-22 halftime score. Take you through your first half numbers individually. We'll start with Oakley. The Plainsmen have 4 points from Jonah Coleman, 2 points from Levi Renner, 3 from Manuel Mancina, 2 from Carson Beal, and 11 from Mason Jackson. The Plainsmen go 1 of 1 at the free throw line. And for the Oberlin Red Devils, here individually, 2 points from Bryson Kettrell, 6 from Gage Willoughby, 2 from Brady Gehring, and 12 from Tyler Rossmeyer. The Red Devils are 2 of 2 at the free throw line. So it's been kind of back and forth defensive battle. Each team using the turnovers to their advantage, and that has certainly helped as well here tonight. The Red Devils causing a bunch of turnovers as well here tonight. And same thing for Oakley, causing a bunch of turnovers, kind of using that to their advantage. So we'll see what each team wants to do in the second half. The Red Devils got off to a slow start there. You looked up, it was 9-2 at one point. You're kind of thinking, man, the Red Devils even going to get to 30 points tonight. But they were able to string together quite a few points down the stretch there with the help of Tyler Rossmeyer and his 12 points here at the break. The Red Devils 22, Oakley 22. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for second half action. 22 all here at the break on 101.1 KFNF.
Where hometown charm meets fresh market dreams. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin is a feast for the senses. Hand-picked produce, sizzling steaks, and hearty roasts await your dinner table. Quality soars in every aisle. And when the lunch bell rings, their deli dishes out delights that'll turn your midday meal into a culinary escape on select days. See store for details. Shopping at Ray's is a breeze, leaving the heavy lifting to them as they escort your groceries right to your car. Experience the difference at Ray's Grocery. Fresh, friendly, and always local. Ray's Grocery in downtown Oberlin.
There is a difference between going to the bank and going to the bank. When you go to the bank, it's just,
hello, welcome to the bank. How can we bore you?
But when you go to the bank,
hi, welcome to the bank. How can we help you?
And that help is offered to you in 13 northern Kansas locations to help your financial goals become a reality. From services and loans to state-of-the-art financial products, come to where the difference is better. The bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Save more, earn more with the Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and ShareJack purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits it into the Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.1% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
Sneezes, sniffles, or seasonal blues. It might seem like a small bother, but right now at Ward Drug in Oberlin, it's the perfect time to get your vaccinations. Protect yourself and your loved ones with their comprehensive range of vaccines. As an independently owned pharmacy, Ward Drug offers personalized care you can trust. Don't wait for the next wave of germs to hit. Your health is your wealth at Ward Drug. Visit warddrugstore.com or call them at 785-475-2285.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Welcome back here from Oakley. 1/2 in the books, 22-22 here at the break between Oberlin and Oakley. Our girls' game was a tight one at half, just a 3-point lead for Oakley. Oberlin led by 1 after 3, ended up losing by 7, 48-41. There on the girls' side, boys off to a slow start, got down 9-2, and then again 17-9, but have rallied their way back into it here for a 22-22 halftime score. Oberlin being led by Tyler Rossmeyer, the 6'4 junior, with 12 points, but the 6'1 senior for Mason Jackson inside for the Plainsmen with 11. He's coming off of his 24-point performance against Smith Center there in December. This is the first game back for Oakley, second for Oberlin, and Oberlin trying to kind of break off of a tough little skid here where the Red Devils have lost 2 straight and 3 of their last 5 games. The wins coming in there against Hill City and Southwest, but losses to DCS, Trigo, and Logan Palco. It's been an MCL gauntlet like it always is. The Red Devils 1-1 against the MCL so far. Quick check of the sub-state standings. Red Devils currently sitting in 6th at 4-3. The teams above them all tied for first. Central Plains, Lacrosse, and Lakeside all at 5-1. Quinter in 4th at 4-1, and Greeley County in 5th at 6-2. So we're just about ready and set to go. And like I said, top 4 in the sub-state will get a first-round bye into the semifinals and not even have to worry about winning a quarterfinal. So the Red Devils looking to pick up a few wins to get into that top 4 mark. With the basketball is Gage Willoughby. He'll pop a 3, misses it. Jackson comes down with the rebound. So Jackson with a rebound, throws it back out here. Now with the basketball are the Plainsmen. It's Renner. Renner trying to throw it up top here. Renner kicks it out over to Fink. Fink with a basketball at the top of the key, gets it off to Beal, to Jackson at the high post. Jackson with the ball above his head. Jackson dumps it off here. Beal pulls up for two. Missed it. Jackson can't come down with the offensive rebound. Instead, it goes into the hands of Jensen. Jensen gets it out to Willoughby, and Willoughby will bring it up the far side of the floor, right to left across the timeline. Willoughby hands it off to Jensen. Jensen with the basketball. 7:01 left, 22 all. Red Devils looking to be the first ones to score. Backdoor cutting Willoughby. Couldn't find him. Now Tyler Rossmeyer, top of the key three, and he'll get the roll to rattle home. Tyler Rossmeyer with a big shot, and the Red Devils make it 25-22. Tyler Rossmeyer with his first three of the season, and it gives the Red Devils a 3-point lead. Tyler now with 15 points, and how about the big fella having the confidence to pull up there from the top of the key. Jackson in at the high post, kicks it back out here over to Beal. Inside to Jackson on the right low block. Trying to go up and under, kicks it back out to Fink. Fink pump fakes one, shoots a three, missed it, and the rebound to the hands of Ketchel. Ketchel the lob pass over to Willoughby. Willoughby up the right side of the floor. Willoughby now taking it coast to coast all over to the rack, lays it up, lost his balance, and a foul will come in. So Gage Willoughby will draw a foul there. And the foul goes against Mason Jackson, his second. And team foul number 1 of the quarter. Lob pass up to Osmeyer, top of the key, pump fakes, drives it down, right lane line, ball fakes, goes up for two. It didn't use the glass, instead try to put it in, and it rims out. Rebound to the hands of Beal. Beal lob pass up into the left corner, three ball on the way, off the side of the backboard. Jackson comes down with it, misses it once, misses it twice, got his board each time, and will finally draw a foul. 5:55 left in the third quarter, 25-22. And that foul will go against Caden Shaw, his first. Jackson at the free throw line to shoot two has been just a menace in the Red Devils side here tonight. First one on the way for Jackson, just rims out. Jackson 1 of 3 of the free throw line. 25-22. Second one up for Jackson and in. So Jackson 1 out of 2 at the charity stripe there. Now 2 of 3 in total. Makes it 25-23. Red Devils facing a little bit of pressure. They break it. Now Osmeyer trying to take it all the way to the end. Lays up the layup. Wanted to pass it, but instead just had to shoot it. Long pass ahead that'll be picked off in the backcourt by Willoughby. Willoughby into the front court, down the right side, lays it all the way up and will be fouled. And I think they're going to say it was on the floor, so Willoughby will inbound from underneath his own hoop here with 5:38 to go. Red Devils in front 25-23. Tyler Rossmeyer 3, his first 3 of this season. Was able to break the tie. Out to Jensen in the left corner. Gets it inside to Shaw. It was a bounce pass that took a while to get there. Now Fink working against Jackson. Spins off of him. Fink in trouble. Is able to get out of that. And now brings it up the middle of the floor. Drives it down. Loses the basketball. It's on the floor. Ketchel tries to pick it up. He can't. Fink gets it back. Up for two, and it's in. My goodness. Easton Fink did everything but turn it over there, and he finally is able to cash it in. Osmeyer in transition, kicks it out. Bryson Ketchel, left wing three, off back iron. Shaw trying to run down the rebound as we're knotted up at 25 apiece. Couple of a broken play there, certainly for Oakley, that leads to a bucket. It's the way it happens sometimes. Fink with a long skip pass ahead here to Beal, working against the pressure. Beal dumps it off, pump faking Coleman, high over the top of Osmeyer, and he dumps it home. And Coleman, now with 6 points, gives the lead back to Oakley, 27-25. Ketchel feeds it ahead here to Osmeyer, and Osmeyer will lose it off his hands and out of bounds. 27-25. 4:47 to go in the third quarter of play. Across the timeline with the basketball come the Plainsmen. Beal in between the rings, throws over the right wing. Now on the drive, throws it back over. Mancina, left wing three. You betcha! Big shot right there for Manuel Mancina. He's now got 6, make it 30-25. Red Devils down by 5 after leading by 3. Skip pass inside to Osmeyer off his hands and out of bounds. Davin Jensen with the right idea, but it snuck through the hands of Osmeyer and out of bounds. We got a timeout on the floor that'll be taken by the Red Devils. We'll take one with them, 30-25. Oakley out in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
AquaShield Roofing not only offers roofing for residential and business, but siding, guttering, insulation, windows, and doors, construction and remodeling too. Plus, AquaShield Roofing offers a workmanship warranty. For your free estimate, give them a call, 785-475-2533. AquashieldRoofing.com.
Here come the men in black trucks for all your home needs.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
So a couple of broken plays lead to some buckets, some turnovers lead to some buckets, and Oakley, after being down by 3 after the Tyler Osmeyer 3, is now back up by 5. And Mancina almost throws it away off of the hands of Jensen, but it'll stay with Oakley underneath their own hoop here with 4:12 to go in the third quarter. Red Devils down by 5, 30-25. Thrown in, Renner catches it against the near sideline. Now Renner going off of a curl, kicks it out here into the short corner, pulling up for 2, Jackson, backside board, Gage Willoughby. Willoughby looking to push up the near side, right to left across the time strip. Now looking, throws it around to Kettrell. Kettrell with the basketball on the right wing, back out to Willoughby. Willoughby at the volleyball line, throws over to Jensen. Jensen, left wing 3, off front iron. No, Willoughby comes down with it. He pump fakes, steps inside the arc, pulls up from 18. Can't get that one to go. It was halfway down. The Red Devils couldn't buy a shot if they wanted to. And Lowry in trouble there, throws it off of the foot of Jensen. We go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Red Devils. Stay with the Plainsmen. 30-25, 3:38 left, third quarter. Red Devils in front, down by 5, Across the timeline, Beal with a hard drive, kicks it out to Renner. Renner with the basketball on the left wing, back to Mancina. Mancina pump fakes, now shoots a 3, misses it off back iron. Osmeyer can't come down with a rebound. He tapped it out there, but Renner was right there on the tap. Mancina with the basketball again, throws it over to the left wing here, gets it back. Mancina on the drive down left lane line with the behind the back pass to Jackson, who goes up and under and lays it in for 2. Jackson with a 14, 32-25, 7-point game in favor of the Plainsmen. So the Red Devils, who led by 3, now down by 7 with 3 minutes to go. Skip pass to Kettrell, driving right baseline, and he'll draw a foul down there on Lowry. 32-25, 2:57 left in the third. The foul goes against Jance Lowry, his first. Team foul number 3 for Oakley in the quarter. Willoughby will inbound underneath his own hoop, out to Kettrell, right corner 3. You betcha! Bryson Kettrell with a massive shot. He's got 5 points and makes it 32-28. Cuts the lead from 7 to 4. It's a 1-possession game. Or a 2-possession game, probably. Mancina with the basketball. In between the rings. Hands it off here to Bailey. Straight away 3. And he answers. Huge shot right there by Carson Beal, His first point since the first quarter. 35-28, back out to a 7-point game. Kettrell over to Willoughby. Willoughby between the rings. Willoughby, couple of dribbles. Gets it out to Jensen. Jensen on the right wing. Long skip pass. Willoughby, left wing 3. Got it! Gage Willoughby knocks it down with a response. He's got 9, 35-31. Back to a 4-point game. Oakley quickly with the basketball up the floor. Long pass over to Mancina. Out of the left corner. Beal again for 3. No this time. Can't get it as it grazed the front iron. Rebound Willoughby. Long push ahead to Osmeyer. Osmeyer finds Shaw. Shaw down the right lane line. Up for 2. Missed it. And Jensen comes in to save it. Kicks it back out. 3 ball. Willoughby missed it. But they say Jensen stepped on the line. It was a dramatic save by Davin underneath. Showing the athleticism. 35-31. Red Devils down by 4. 1:53 left, third quarter. Trying to do anything they can to stay in it here. They've had to claw their way into it most of the game. To the top of the key, on the drive, pulling up for 2, Zielinski, missed it. Jackson trying to run it down against the baseline, tries to throw it back, instead it's stolen away by Shaw. Jensen also picks it up. Jensen to Willoughby. Willoughby up the middle of the floor, almost double team there. Now Willoughby throws it over to Jensen. Jensen on the right wing. Jensen, couple of dribbles, long skip pass over to Willoughby to Ketchell. Left corner, 3. Ketchell misses it off front iron. Shaw comes up with a rebound, goes up for 2. As his shot swatted right back at him. And Shaw will let it go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Red Devils as they will have it. They're in the far side corner. Or no, they're going to let him inbound it underneath their own hoop. Willoughby will. Underneath his own hoop. Willoughby looking, gets it into a wide open Osmeyer. It's off glass and in for 2. They forgot about him underneath, and he makes them pay. 35-33. Red Devils down by 2. Quickly ahead, Mancina pump fakes the 3 there in the left wing. Gets it to Zielinski. Back to Mancina. Mancina pump fakes again. Now will shoot the 3. In and out. Rebound by Tyler Osmeyer. Osmeyer, the long push ahead to Jensen. Jensen on the right low block. Back to Ketchell with the floater, and he'll be fouled. And right to the free throw line. So Davin trying to get it back. I think Kyle Breath was throwing his hands out there. If you go back and look at it, he threw his hands out saying, Davin, just go up with the layup. But then he saw that it was going to work out and kind of put him back down real quick. The foul's on Jackson, his 3rd. Ketchell's first free throw is up and in, so that's big. As Jackson with his 3rd foul, he'll have to come out here over the last 51.6 seconds. Bryson Ketchell, now 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He's got 6 points on the night, 35-34. Red Devils down by 1. Second one on the way. No. Rebound will go here to Lowry. Gets it out to Beal. Beal on the near sideline will now work it more towards the middle of the floor and bring it up left to right. Beal with the basketball between the rings, throws over to Mancina, back to Beal into the high post. Lowry back out. Zielinski, right wing 3. No. Rebound underneath there for Coleman. No, but the rebound brought down by Osmeyer. Osmeyer leading the break. Osmeyer all the way to the rack, lays it up and in for 2. Count no. And Kyle Breath is not liking that at all as they call a charge. Tyler was wanting a foul. That'll be Tyler's 3rd foul. Tyler was leading the break, so they call a charge. I think it was Beal that got back there. He is just unstoppable with those charges. Mancina with the basketball, left wing extended, 17 seconds to go. They're going to hold for the last shot here, 35-34. Beal back to Mancina. Mancina with the basketball. Long skip pass over to Zielinski. To the top of the key. Beal into the high post. Lowry, he walked! He walked! They didn't call it. Zielinski for 3, and he makes it! Are you kidding me? He walked with the basketball. They're not going to call it, and Oakley gets a 3. 38-34, and that's how the quarter will come to an end. He took 3 massive steps inside the lane, and the Red Devils aren't going to get the call. 38-34, and we will head to the 4th quarter. 38-34. Oakley in front here on 101.1 KFNF.
Creative Collision in Oberlin reminds you, when involved in an accident, the insurance company will pay for towing to the shop of your choice within a reasonable distance. Not the closest shop available. No law requires you to get more than one estimate. You choose the shop and authorize the repairs. Remember, your car, your choice. Creative Collision, Oberlin's choice body shop for all your collision and restoration services. Call them at 785-470-2130 or stop by at 1843 Highway 83 in Oberlin.
Hi, this is Matt Osmeyer, your Colligan dealer for Rawlins, Decatur, and Norton counties. We want to wish the best of luck to area athletes during the winter sports season. Colligan of Oberlin is a proud supporter of school activities, and we want to encourage the community to come out and watch our talented area students participate in all their school activities. And remember, if you have questions about the water in your home, call me for a free water analysis at 785-475-2471. Colligan, better water, pure and simple.
So start the 4th quarter here from Oakley, 38-34. It's Zielinski with a massive 3 right at the end of the quarter. Now Beal taking it in right away. Gets it back out to Fink, and Fink might have walked with it. Bodies flying everywhere, and Aaron Dardis wants a timeout right away with 7:51 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll keep it right here. That was Carter Zielinski with his first 3 points of the game to end the 3rd quarter. And like I said, it was Lowry who fed him at the high post. That took about 3 steps, and there was no call there. It was a judgment call on the other end, if it was a charge or not for Tyler. And just a couple of calls that did not go Oberlin's way, but that's basketball. You got to move on from it. And, man, just tough. Just wish the Red Devils could have got that one there. Sure, just like all of you at home. 38-34, 7:51 to go in the fourth quarter. Oakley will have the basketball out of their own timeout and inbound in front of their own bench. Jackson looking, fakes the lob, gets it out here to Renner. Renner with the basketball between the rings. Renner, not guarded by anybody, drives it down, blocked by Osmeyer, and it'll go out of bounds. They wanted to say it went off of Renner, but instead they say it was last touched by Osmeyer. Oakley has it underneath their own hoop. Looking, lob pass inside to Coleman, and Coleman will be fouled heavily right there. I agree with that one. As Gage was doing everything to try to block this shot there. Gage Willoughby with his first foul. Team foul number 1 for the Red Devils in the quarter. Coleman at the free throw line. He's got 6 points, make it 7. And it extends the Oakley lead. Red Devils were down by 1 at 35-34. And now it's 39-34. Let you do the math there. Second one of the way. And no. Did he step over the line? He did. So they say Coleman stepped over the line. They're not going to count that free throw. It'll go as a miss as well. 39-34. Red Devils catch a break there. 5-point game still. Jensen back to Willoughby on the right wing. Willoughby with the basketball. Now takes it to the right corner. Crosses over. Willoughby with the basketball again here at the top of the key. Now over to the left wing. Willoughby long skip pass over to Ketchel. Ketchel dumps it off to Osmeyer. Osmeyer on the right low block. Pump fakes a couple of times. Goes up for 2 and hits. Tyler Osmeyer with 19 points. It's 39-36. Red Devils down by 3. Cross the timeline with the basketball. Beal throws over to the left wing here. Gets it back down the left lane line. Hits Jackson. Jackson with a pump fake. Almost loses the ball. Beal picks it up. Beal pump fakes to 3. Gets it out. Now to the right corner here for Fink. Fink wanting the screen. Pulls it back out. Now Fink on the drive all the way to the rack. Lays it up. Missed it. Osmeyer with a rebound. Osmeyer leading the break again. Osmeyer takes it coast to coast. Out to Jensen. Jensen pump fakes to Willoughby. Willoughby on the drive. The floater. No contact there as Willoughby just fell down. Hopefully it's going to be okay. 39-36. 6:40 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Quickly down to Renner. Renner drives. Kicks it back out to Fink. Fink on the left wing. Pulls up from 3. Misses it. Rebound. Tracked down by Beal. Beal swings it back out to the top of the key for Renner. Renner on the drive. Around a couple of defenders. Out to Fink. Left wing 3. And an out. Osmeyer with a rebound. So the Red Devils survive it again. Couple of big tries right there by Oakley, but they weren't able to bring them home. Ketchel with the basketball just across the timeline to Osmeyer. Osmeyer drives out to Jensen. Jensen pump fakes to 3. Skip pass. Ketchel left corner for 3. No. Osmeyer with the rebound. Osmeyer now drives it down to the right low block. Lost it. Dives after it. And they'll say it was actually last touched by Oakley. And I think the Oakley fans not liking that one, especially Aaron Dardis. And he might have a case. I think Osmeyer went off his leg, but the Red Devils will take it. 39-36, 6:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Willoughby with the basketball underneath his own hoop. Swings it out to Ketchel in the left corner to Jensen, top of the key. Over to Willoughby, right wing 3 for the tie. No, Shaw with a rebound. Gets it off to Ketchel. Ketchel will bring it back out left corner. Now spins off a defender, lays up the floater from 5 feet in the left short corner. Missed it. It was a great shot by Ketchel and a great move, but just couldn't get it to fall. 39-36, 5:43 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Red Devils down by 3. Inside Coleman spins and missed it. Shaw did a great job going straight up and down. Osmeyer leading the break back the other way. Osmeyer kicks it out to Jensen in the right corner. Jensen looking, swings it out to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes. Willoughby on the drive all over to the rack. Lays it up off the glass. No, got his own board. Goes back up for 2 again. On the fadeaway as he was falling down. Puts it in. Gage Willoughby with 11. Red Devils down by 1. 39-38. 5:13 left in the fourth quarter. With the basketball are the Plainsmen. Renner gets it off to Jackson. Jackson in the left low block. Jackson going up against Osmeyer. And Osmeyer blocks it, but he got it back. Lays it up, missed it. Comes up with a rebound again. It's swatted away this time by Shaw. And Jensen will come up with it. Impeccable defense underneath by Tyler Osmeyer with another huge block. Now Ketchel driving down the right baseline, and who will have his shot blocked by Fink. And it'll stay here with with Oberlin with 4:47 to go in the fourth quarter. With the basketball, Willoughby underneath his own hoop. Willoughby looking to get it in, lobs it up to Ketchel. Ketchel back to Willoughby in the left corner. Willoughby pump fakes, driving, left baseline, spinning off of a defender. Willoughby now lobs it up to Osmeyer at the high post. Osmeyer to Jensen. Jensen, right corner 3, in and out. Long rebound brought down by Willoughby. Willoughby at the top of the key, spins off a defender, now centers it up between the rings, 4:30 to play in the fourth quarter, 39-38. Over to Kettrell, Kettrell on the left wing, he pump fakes, Kettrell on the drive, lays up the floater, missed it, Osmeyer rebound, then he loses it, diving after the ball, it's off of his hands, bodies everywhere, wide open, Kettrell lays it up, he missed it, Coleman with a rebound, Kettrell steals it away from him, but will travel. Oh my goodness. The shortest guy on the floor going up against the biggest guy on the floor. And Bryson Kettrell won the battle, but not the war there as he ended up traveling with it. But man, what a heart from Tyler Osmeyer too. He went full extension, no body parts on the ground to get that ball and came crashing down hard. He looks okay though. 39-38, 4:08 left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left corner here for Zielinski. Into the high post, stolen away by Kettrell as he swiped it from behind from Lowry. Gets it off here to Willoughby. Willoughby ahead to Jensen. Jensen pump fakes out to Willoughby. Willoughby with the basketball. He pump fakes. Willoughby kicks it off to Kettrell on the left wing. Kettrell lobs it up to Shaw, who almost lost it. Shaw pump fakes now, drives it over the right low block out to Jensen to Willoughby. Right wing three, off back iron. Osmeyer with a rebound. Osmeyer dribbles around, spins, misses it on the shot there from 5 feet. Up the near side of the floor is Lowry. He'll lose it off his foot, and they'll say last touched by Kettrell. Man, oh man, this Oberlin Red Devil team showing heart from start to finish. It's not been one of their better nights shooting the ball maybe. They have just been able to play defense with the best of them tonight. Now long-range three for Zielinski, and it'll add to the lead. Zielinski now with 6 points, all in the second half, 42-38, 4-point game, 3:14 left. Lob inside, Osmeyer takes a hard dribble, loses it. Lowry picked his pocket underneath. Osmeyer, I don't think knew Lowry was right behind him. Beal crosses over, gets it over to Zielinski again for three. No, Osmeyer with a rebound, but we got a foul, and they're going to have it be 3 shots. And so Zielinski will head to the free throw line, and this could make it a 7-point game with under 3 minutes to go. And Zielinski will head to the free throw line with 6 points. And the first one is up and in for Carter Zielinski, 7.6 points per game. He's got 7 tonight, 43-38, 5-point game. Kettrell was the one on the foul. It's up and in. Zielinski, 2 free throws, 2 makes. He's got 8 points. Second one coming. It's up and in. Can't let a shooter do that. He's now got 9 points, essentially 3 threes, all in the second half. 45-38, 7-point game. Willoughby gets it ahead to Kettrell. Off to Jensen. Will go off his foot and out of bounds. 2:55 to go in the fourth. The Red Devils might have to start fouling here. Still a lot of time, though. 2:51 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Beal with the basketball. Trying to hit it off to Zielinski. He almost loses it. Zielinski will track it back down. Zielinski with a basketball, brings it across the timeline. Great screen there, lobs it up to Lowry. Lowry against Osmeyer, missed it. Osmeyer with a rebound. Osmeyer leading the break back the other way, up the far side of the floor, stops at the high post, kicks it out here to Kettrell, who saves it back in bounds, gets it inside to Osmeyer. Osmeyer pounds the dribble, almost lost it, pump fakes, now he's trying to go back up, almost lost it back out to Kettrell. Kettrell driving right baseline, and he'll be fouled underneath there. 45-38, 2:20 to go. The Red Devils need, just feel it in the building. If they could get a 3, man, oh man, that would be huge. Willoughby looking to get the ball inbounded here. Willoughby throws it out to Kettrell. Left corner 3. Oh, in and out. Was halfway down. But then Lowry comes down with the rebound, and Willoughby will get called for the foul, trying to go after the jump ball. And that'll be Gage's second foul here. 2:15 to go, 45-38. Carter Zielinski with a massive 3, and then got fouled on a 3-pointer and made all 3 free throws. Up the near side on the break here, and Willoughby will come in and swat it away from Beal, who was moving on the far side left to right. Oakley will have it back. Aaron Dardis wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter. 45-38. Oakley in front. Red Devils need a steal. A steal and a couple of breakaway layups here would be huge. to cut that lead back down to 4. But the Red Devils just have been oh so close, took the lead late there in this first half. We went tied into the break, and then we're down by 4 there at the end of the third. But it's 45-38 now. Red Devils trying to avoid their third straight loss and drop to 1-3 against the Mid-Continent League, as they beat Hill City 50-48, lost to Trigo 54-48, and now down 45-38 here to the Plainsmen of Oakley, who have just been able to go on run after run after run to continue to just put themselves ahead. And it seems like whenever Oberlin goes back on those runs, they're shooting real good, and whenever they try to shoot to take the lead, they just haven't been able to get them to fall. That's the way basketball works sometimes. But they're shooting with confidence. That's what Kyle Breath likes. Looking to get it in, they do. Mancina pump fakes the 3, pulls it back here, wanting to avoid, take some time off the clock. 2:03 left. Beal on the drive, looking to kick it out, stolen away by Willoughby. Willoughby with a basketball, now races it up, the near side of the floor, stops on the left wing. Willoughby with a basketball, skip past Jensen, lobs it up inside Osmeyer. Osmeyer takes one dribble, spins over the right shoulder, lays it up for 2, missed it. Jackson loses the rebound. Kettrell comes up with it. Kettrell lays up the floater, and he got it to go. Bryson Kettrell with 8 points, and it makes it 45-40. Red Devils down by 5. Manzina on the breakaway will be fouled by Jensen, as the Red Devils kind of had everybody around the bucket. Mancino was on the run out. They found him down below. Not to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul will go against Davin. Jensen is first. 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. 45-40. Mancina at the line. First one of the way. No. Big miss there for the Red Devils. 45-40. 1:34 left in the fourth. Red Devils need another miss here, a rebound, and a bucket. 1:34 left. Second one on the way. Got it. Mancina able to drain 1 of 2. He's now got 7 points, and it makes it 46-40. 2-possession game. Red Devils down by 6. 46-40. Willoughby throws it in. Over here to Jensen, back to Willoughby, to Kettrell, lobs it up here to Osmeyer. Osmeyer with a skip pass over to Jensen. Jensen pump fakes, long skip pass over to Kettrell. Kettrell pump fakes as well. He skips it over to Jensen, right corner 3, can't get that one to go. And Shaw had the rebound, stolen away by Lowry. The push ahead to Fink. Fink against Gage Willoughby, and Willoughby will get called for the foul. The official had the charge signal called, and instead he calls a block, and so it'll go back, and Fink will be at the line. That'll be the third on Gage. He had the charge call called, and then he made the right call, but it was the fact that he had the charge call ready to give it to Gage and just didn't. Fink makes the first. It's 47-40. Time out of the floor by Kyle Breath. We'll keep it right here. And I think the Oberlin bench was a little bit mad about. As it was in transition, he made the right call, did the official, because Willoughby did not have his feet set at all. He jumped into Fink, but it was the act of the motion where he had, I think he maybe I don't know, you don't want to say he forgot what he was doing, but kind of got caught up in the moment there. 47-40, Red Devils down by 7. With just minimal time left, you got to get up the floor, score, get a quick steal, score. I mean, got to have a lot of things go your way. But the biggest here is you got to have Fink miss this 3, because if he misses this free throw, it's a 4-possession game either way. But 47, work with it a little bit better than 48. 1:12 to go in the fourth quarter. 47-40. Fink at the free throw line for a second shot. It's up and in. So Fink drains them both. He's got 4 points, 48-40. Willoughby into Kettrell. Kettrell lobs it up to Jensen into the middle of the floor for Osmeyer. To Kettrell, back to Willoughby. Willoughby pump fakes. Willoughby was wanting to take the shot. He's not going to be able to. Over to Kettrell, inside to Osmeyer. Osmeyer, inside, back out. Jensen, right corner three. Misses everything. Rebound, tapped out, off of the hands of Oakley. Yes. So it'll stay with Oberlin. 53.3 seconds to go, 48-40. Red Devils down by 8, 53.3 ticks left. Looking to get the ball inbounded. Jensen still looking. Gets it into Willoughby. Willoughby, long range three from the left wing, and he hit it! Gage Willoughby with 14 points. Quickly ahead, Beal hits Jackson on the runaway, and he'll lay it up and in for two to make it 50-43. With 37 seconds to go, Gage Willoughby up the middle of the floor, gets it off to Kettrell. Kettrell met there and will be fouled with 32.2 seconds to go. So it was 48-43, now 50-43. Back to a 7-point game. Jackson with 16 points. Gage Willoughby with 14, 8 in the second half. Kettrell with the basketball, gives it back to Jensen. Jensen will now let some time burn off, and a timeout called here by Oberlin. 28.9 seconds to go. We'll take one with them. 50-43 here on 101.1 KFNF.
It's costing more and more to fill up your gas tank these days. When you pay at the pump at Decatur Co-op, you pay less, and you don't have to be a member to enjoy great competitive rates. Decatur Co-op has pay at the pump in Lenora, Jennings, Oberlin, and Herndon, Kansas, along with Danbury, Nebraska. Plus, you don't have to worry about whether it's cash or credit. All prices are the same, and Decatur Co-op accepts all major credit cards and the Decatur Co-op Association card. Next time, fill up at Decatur Co-op.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
50-43, fourth quarter. Red Devils with 28 seconds left. Gonna have to find 7 points somewhere in there. Can I hear a Reggie Miller call? Is he gonna be out there? We'll see. No. But the Red Devils do need to find 7 points here in about 28 seconds. And I'm sure Kyle Bress saying, hey, we got to get it to a hot hand. Gage just hit a shot, so I wouldn't be surprised to see. Gage will inbound, but wouldn't be surprised to see him get it to him or Davin or Bryson. Got to get a quick three and a quick score. Gets it out to Kettrell. Kettrell gets it back to Willoughby. Willoughby, long-range three. You betcha! From the parking lot to cut it to four. In the middle of the floor for Beal. Beal down the right lane line, and we'll have a foul as Jensen, the Oakley, has just done a great job against that. Oh, my goodness. Gage Willoughby hit that from the corner of the volleyball line. He's got 17 points, 50-46, 4-point game. Beal at the free throw line. First one on the way. Got it. One thing that Oakley has done is hit free throws tonight. Beal, 1 of 2. Now with the bank, 18 seconds to go. 5-point game, 51-46. This is the huge one here. And 52-46, even 6-point game. Kyle Breth wants a timeout. Gage Willoughby knocks it in from the corner of the volleyball line. It's on the far side of the floor. But where the volleyball line and the out-of-bounds line for the volleyball line meets there at that 10-foot line, that's where he shot it from and hit it. I don't know how far away that is. It looked like it ran out of steam halfway there, but it still was able to jump in. 52-46, Red Devils down by 6 with 18 seconds to go. Kyle Breth wants to talk things over. And again, I'm sure Kyle's drawing up something here. You got to get someone moving right away and get him open so that way he can take off and go. And hope that Oakley brings a little man-to-man pressure instead of zone, so that way they're not kind of running into you. They bring that man-to-man, you'll be able to work it well there, and we'll see who's going to bring the ball out. It will be Willoughby. Gage, who just hit the big shot to cut it to within 4. Now, if he hits a big three here, could cut it within 3, or if someone hits a big three. Willoughby looking to get it in. He does to Jensen. Jensen across the timeline, up the left wing for 3. No, backside rebound, Renner. Renner kicks it out here to Fink. Fink will be fouled by Willoughby. And Willoughby was looking for somebody to get open. I don't think the Red Devils were ready for him to take the ball yet, and no one really came to him. That'll be Willoughby's 4th foul. And these free throws could seal it here if Fink is able to make them. And he does. Makes the first 5 points for him. 2 of 3 at the charity stripe. 53-46. And make it, no, missed it. Osmeyer with the rebound. Timeout, Kyle Breath with 7.2 seconds to go. 53-46. A 3 would cut it to a 4-point game. 7.2 seconds to go. And again, the ball will be taken out in front of the Oakley bench. So Oberlin, you can't look to get it on, the Oakley side of half court. You got to force it onto your side. And then, once you get it in, you got to quickly get a shot. Only 7 seconds to go. Essentially, you got to catch and shoot right away if you're Oberlin. If you're Oakley, I think you're just putting everybody back and packing them in. I mean, obviously, I think you're guarding the guards, but everybody else, you're just packing in, getting rebounds. 53-46. The Red Devils, again, just forcing their way into the game and just doing such a great job of sticking around. But Oakley, time and time again, has gone after run after run after run. 53-46, 7.2 seconds to go. Willoughby into Osmeyer. Osmeyer back to Willoughby. Willoughby, long range 3, misses this one. Jackson with a rebound to Fink, and that'll do it. So the Red Devils with a tough loss tonight to Oakley, 53-46. Tied at half, down by 4 after 3, ends up losing by 7, 53-46. We'll take a quick break, come back with your final numbers here on 101.1 KFNF. Decatur County Beef wants to do business with all the local farmers. They want to buy your high moisture corn and grain sorghum, also alfalfa and dry corn anytime. Decatur Beef and Hoxie Feed Yard are always looking for good help. Truck drivers, plumbers, welders, and pin riders. Decatur County Beef is located just north of Oberlin on Highway 83, and Hoxie Feed Yard is just west of Hoxie. Call 785-475-2212 for Decatur County Beef, or call Scott at 785-675-9009. Give them a try. You will be glad you did.
There's absolutely no better way to start 2025 than beginning a rewarding career in the medical field with us at Decatur Health in Oberlin. We invite you to explore some incredible careers with us at Decatur Health. Opportunities exist in everything from plant ops to medical providers to therapy specialists to administrative and support staff. These are careers, not just jobs, particularly when you work with us at Decatur Health. There's nothing we enjoy more than watching someone's personal growth and career expansion. Check out the opportunities available at Decatur Health online at decaturhealth.org.
Farm Credit of Western Kansas is synonymous with giving back to the community and its members. Whether it's attending events such as wheat plot tours, serving on various boards and committees, volunteering at local county fairs, or delivering $5.5 million in cash patronage checks, Farm Credit of Western Kansas is community-driven. Stop in at 1190 South Range in Colby or at one of our convenient outpost offices. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
At FNB Bank in Oberlin, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who prioritize your financial needs. They offer the convenience of online and telephone banking, plus debit cards that make transactions seamless. And when they say team, they mean a tradition of trust and reliability. They're here to support you long after you open your account. So when it comes to banking, be confident knowing FNB Bank will go the extra mile for you. FNB Bank in Oberlin. Visit them online at fnbbank.com.
Red Devil Athletics on today's best country, 101.1 KFNF.
Tough night here from Oakley for both the Red Devil boys and the Red Devil girls as the Oakley boys and girls take down Oberlin tonight. The boys, your final game here of the evening, 53-46. Oakley gets the win over Oberlin. Let's run you through your final numbers. Starts with our box score. Oakley led after 1 quarter of play, 11-8. Oberlin outscores Oakley, though, 14-11 in the second to be tied at half, 22-22. Oakley outscores Oberlin 16-12 in the third for a 38-34 lead, and then 15-12 in the fourth for a 53-46 win. Take you through your final numbers. We'll start with Oakley. 5 points from Easton Fink, 7 from Jonah Coleman, 2 from Levi Renner, 7 from Manuel Mancina, 6 from Carson Beal, 9 from Carter Zelensky, and 16 from Mason Jackson. The Plainsmen go 7 of 13 from the charity stripe. And for Oberlin, 9 points from Bryson Kettrell, 17 from Gage Willoughby, 2 from Brady Gehring, and 19 from Tyler Osmeyer. 3 of 4 from the free throw line is what Oberlin went. So the Red Devils have now lost 3 straight after a great start to the season at 4-1. They're now to 4-4 as they look into next week. Next, Oberlin Red Devil basketball action will be coming up on Tuesday, next Tuesday, when Northern Valley, the Huskies, come to town to take on Oberlin. We'll have all the action starting with pregame at 5:45. Girls tip at 6 with boys to follow. You can also follow it right here on the KFF YouTube channel. Once again, that's coming up next Tuesday. And then don't forget, we got Oberlin Red Devil wrestling on the way this Thursday as the Red Devils travel to Culbertson for the Hitchcock County dual triangular. They'll face Southwest first and then Hitchcock County. We'll have both duels as well. We'll kind of see how everything works out. The girls are also dueling Southwest, so if we can get that one on there too as well. We'll see how it all works. I haven't really seen kind of a layout, just know kind of that schedule anyway. So, but make sure you tune in as the first matches go off at 5 there in that dual tournament. So tune in. Once again, that's coming up on Thursday here on KFNF. Tough night. The Oberlin Lady Red Devils losing 48-41, and the Red Devil boys losing by a final score of 53-46. The Lady Red Devils now 6-3. The Oberlin, 5-3, excuse me, and the Red Devil boys are 4-4. So that'll do it for us here from Oakley. It's a Plainsman sweep tonight of the Red Devils. Girls get the win. Lady Red Devils take the loss, 48-41. Red Devil boys lose it 53-46. I'm Sam Knoll signing off, saying so long and good night.
Insurance, it seems like you can never have enough, and when it comes to peace of mind, it's good to have the right insurance in place. Frederickson Insurance Agency in Oberlin can help you do just that. Frederickson's can help with supplemental insurance for your